Okay, welcome to the Agents of Edgewatch campaign. I'm excited, and here are new players for this brand new campaign. We're going to start at level 1. This is the Paizo adventure path involving being law enforcement officers in the city at the center of the world in Absalom, where the Radiant Festival, a world's exposition basically that happens every 100 years, is about to begin. And the city government has set up a division, a precinct of its security force called the Edgewatch, made specially to patrol and provide security for all the people coming from around the world to Absalom. And our heroes are people who are brand new, have just been transferred from other parts of the city to the Edgewatch, and you are all in the. Oh, let me first just ask you guys to say who you are from left to right. First is going to be Steve. Say who you are, your background, whatever you like about yourself and your background in RPGs and ancestry and class of your character. And also, what what brings you to PF2? We actually have some people relatively new to Pathfinder.
All right, I'm Steve. I am not new to Pathfinder, but I am new to Pathfinder 2E. I'm usually the DM in all the games I run, and I've been playing Pathfinder and other tabletop games for about 15 years now. And I am playing Karak, the Dwarf Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Just transferred in from the puddles.
Okay, great. And Jamie.
Yes. So my name's Jamie. I have some past experience playing RPGs, primarily first, second, third edition D&D, and some original Pathfinder. But I haven't really played for probably 10 years. So I'm getting back into. So this is my first real experience with second edition. I am playing Konku Kovat, who's a Tengu investigator.
So. You haven't played
TTRPGs? Yeah, he comes from the Y. I'm sorry?
You haven't played TTRPGs in a while?
I haven't, not in a while.
Oh.
So I am currently GMing a beginner box of P2 and PF2E, but that's the extent.
Mm-hmm. And and feel free to say too what brings you guys to Pathfinder 2 if you want. And what brings you?
Well, so for me, I just like the world. So I do have experience with first edition, and I just like the world. I originally got brought in on Kingmaker, that adventure path, and I just kind of like the world. So that's kind of why I've stuck with it.
Cool. Okay, and then Ray. We have Ray.
Yeah, my name is Ray, and I've been playing D&D since I was 14 years old. It's a long time ago. I'm not going to say how long ago, but I've played every iteration of D&D. I've played Pathfinder 1, and I just got tired of 5th edition, and its lack of my ability to do what I think I want to do. And I realized that 3rd and Pathfinder 1 allowed me to do that, but it was a little too crunchy or unwieldy for me. So then I looked into Starfinder when it came out, and I said, oh, there's some neat changes here, but not enough to divorce itself from Pathfinder. And then I caught wind of Pathfinder 2 on a Humble bundle, and I was kind of hooked on that. But I have not had time to... I tried to run a couple things myself, and I'm trying to learn and teach other people, and it got kind of unwieldy for me. So, so I joined this group to be able to get some experience on play, and I'm also running a PF2, basically beginner's box for my current group. So, and I just recently got conned into GM a 5th edition campaign, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, I got conned. So
well, that's a lot
I
to
am
ask
playing.
If you're the GM.
Yeah, I was kind of excited, but then I got conned. And if they're watching, you got me. So that's all right. We'll have fun with it. So
All right.
I'm playing Jinko Hansen, a human rogue. I think they're called Eldritch Tricksters here.
Yeah.
So, yep, we'll see. And he is an ex con token guard. So that's I'm assuming that's the district in Absalom that I'm transferred from to Edgewatch.
Mm-hmm.
And
From the token
anybody out
the coin
there?
district.
I've taken my name from a police TV show and a couple of movies, so y'all figure it out.
Okay.
Later.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And then next is Corey.
Oh, hi guys, it's Corey. I've been GMing weekly 5th edition campaign, a few campaigns for about 3 years. It's my first time playing Pathfinder. I've been kind of reading up, trying to figure out how the system works to switch my own campaigns over. I was kind of drawn to Pathfinder just after some frustrations with 5e, specifically combat's kind of being a slog, lots of HP, characters having very little decisions, both making their character and in combat, with a lot of marshals and creatures just kind of standing next to each other, trading attacks over and over. And I am playing Orin McGraw, the half-elf or half-orc oracle, the half-orcical. And he is from the Puddles district with his good old buddy right over here, Karak.
He's a life oracle?
He's a Bones oracle.
Oh, Bones oracle. Okay, as you can tell, I'm running multiple campaigns.
Yeah.
So Bones, he's actually when his curse manifests, your flesh you start to smell, don't you? No, you always have a smell.
There's a bunch of different flavors that you can have. So what he's got going on is he looks kind of sickly pale, kind of with like big circles under his eyes. Kind of smells like mud, and he has some interesting tribal tattoos up each of his arms, and one of them has a kind of a cave painting-esque deer head, like a doe, and the other one has just a skull of a buck with a big set of antlers.
And that's my cat Megan, who always gets jealous at the start of the session.
That's why Megan has a channel.
Yeah, yes, that's the Megan channel on my Discord. And last is Mark.
Hi, yeah, I'm Mark. I have quite a few years of experience with RPGs.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
but
Khazar.
not with Pathfinder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Khazar.
Khazar.
That's me. I'm a dwarven wizard who is... he dabbles in necromancy and is convinced that that's the secret to unlocking all the magics, which everyone will learn as I obsess over obscure magical events. Yeah, Pathfinder 2e, I was brought to it, I'm assuming similar to what happened to Corey, where I played a barbarian and was like, oh, this is really boring. So I'm excited to see how this changes. I chose wizard, obviously a lot more to do. I'm probably going to become overwhelmed, but I'll see if I can handle it. Yeah. I can keep talking while Ron drinks.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm drinking too. Yeah, so Khazar is, he comes from he's a refugee from old Cheliax fleeing the Goblin Blood Wars. He was born in Absalom and went to school, a religious school in the city, but his passion for wizardry drove him to study that instead, and then he kind of dropped out and joined the guards to try to do something useful with his life, and then became disillusioned and is now switching into the Edgewatch.
And which guard was he in?
He's the learned guard prodigy background, so whatever guards are in like the academic district, which I guess is the learned guard, but I don't know which district that is.
Okay, here's a map.
Academia district.
Here's a map of Absalom, which, as you can see, can you all see it?
I don't own a token with any vision.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's all black.
Yeah, all black.
There
I
needs
just
to be
need
a
to
way.
drag myself onto it.
I always make Foundry requests on my streams. I don't know if they can met, but a way to set the default scene settings, including I like having a black background, and I will.
You
remove
can't
the
change
requirement.
just a map. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Yep, it's a huge city with many districts, and the Precipice Quarter is called that because well, it used to be called Beldrin's Bluff, and it was where a lot of the uh, the upper class lived for its views of the sea. But there was a big collapse and lots of strange events occurring that caused everyone to flee. Absalom actually has an undercity because of all of the thousands of years it's has developed. There's an undercity where various monsters and vagrants live, and undead creatures sometimes are found there. This is the annual, every 100 years Radiant Festival, and in anticipation of it, there was the city government contracted a big change to the Precipice Quarter to excavate it and refashion it as a fairgrounds. And here is what it looks like now. Can you all see that?
Loading.
Yep.
Now we can. Yep.
Okay. And this is what it looks like. There's a lot of quickly constructed buildings and a lot of expeditions. There's a walking castle. There's a big excavator, lots of sites, a big pagoda for people to visit. The official day is tomorrow, and already, a lot of the people who are working the fair are, relaxing the night before. And for whatever reason, you guys are among the last people to arrive at the precinct quarters right here, which is a cramped building and crowded with people, getting assignments, getting badges and uniforms. And the main workroom is packed with desks and interrogation cells. And you are directed to sit in a waiting room to meet the sergeant, or is it a lieutenant? To meet the lieutenant. And there's a couple people, others here waiting with you. There's a woman. Let me see where she is. To your left are two people who are also waiting, and for their orders. They look. The woman introduces herself as Amelia and says that she's just. Is that true of you, or is this your first day?
You broke up. Say it again.
Is this your first day also?
We're all
Yes.
there all together. Yeah.
All right. She introduces
It's our first day here as part of this.
Yeah, this is gonna be so fun. I can't wait to see the festival.
The man looks at you and says,
Yeah, it's
I'm just hoping to.
"You think this is going to be fun and games? Well, this is going to be
It's always
serious
fun
work."
games.
Serious work, maybe next to some of the games. I hope.
I see. Well, you got to take this job seriously. I've seen many things in this city that you don't want to know. And Amelia just shrugs them off and says, "Well, I share your excitement." She says, "It's not every human who gets to see the Radiant Festival during their lifetime," she says. And
I'm just hoping to get it over with so that I can go back to the puddles, get some real police work done.
the puddles, her eyes widen and say, "I've heard things about the puddles. Is it true that there are fanged monsters that walk the streets openly?"
I would be more concerned about the monsters that walk the streets in shadows.
Oh, she says, "Yes, I've heard that there's intrigues happen here, that criminal
There
organizations."
may be some in this precinct. We don't know.
This is the best job, she says, as she, leans back. She says, I'll get to enjoy the fair and also help with, see lots of the good and bad of the city." She says she comes from a place near Otari. She she learned some magic from some people in Otari. She wanted to leave the farm. And Gurmund is the man's name. She introduces him to you. He says, "Ugh." All right, and that's us. There's an officer who's sergeant who's directing them to meet with the lieutenant now, and he walks over to you and looking at his some files in his hand, and he asks you all to report who you are. So he looks at each of you and gets your precinct, and he says that you should know that there are some basic rules in the Edgewatch. You already know the basic law enforcement procedures, arrests, just like in your other districts. Our chief aim is to protect the citizens, and you're authorized to act in emergencies to protect the safety and lives of the public. And if anyone defies your authority, you are authorized to use appropriate force. So in game terms, your GM is telling you if they use non-lethal force, you can use non-lethal force. If they use lethal force, you can use lethal force. Any questions for me?
Maybe we should just clarify super quickly for the viewers that the Agents of Edgewatch adventure campaign comes with a little caveat that all the officers can freely do non-lethal damage at no penalty, as I guess part of our guard training. So, yeah, that means we get to play the full game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he also tells you that the funding's a little. We're working on the funding question. And what we're doing is we have a budget, let's say, and you have a stipend, room and board. Yep, you're not gonna sleep on the streets, but you're gonna. We have a barracks here, first of all, but also we're gonna be relying, and also this is also to weed out the serious agents over those who are less serious. We're going to be getting reports from everybody you help. And when we hear of good deeds, excellent conduct, and tales of going above the call of duty, we will award you commensurately. The Edgewatch will. Any questions?
Do we have a sergeant of some sort for our squad?
No. You can. I'll be just sending you out. We don't expect any problems. You are. You just have basic instructions. You are to report to in every part of the fairgrounds. You can. There's someone you can report to who can then relay any messages that need to go to headquarters. But you can decide among yourselves who is going to be your officer, if you wish.
Okay.
The five of you report to me. However, I won't be out in the field.
Understood.
What's your
this
name?
guy's name? Yeah.
Oh, you don't see his name.
No, you just said
Correct.
lieutenant. I didn't see it.
Just see this guy with a fearsome beard.
No. He the first two people you met are they're now meeting with the lieutenant. This is your sergeant. He's lower, and he's going to be working with you. And he says that the five of you are going to be assigned together.
Okay, his name is Sergeant Guy.
Sergeant, do you see his name now or no?
I don't see him at all.
No.
Oh,
I have
did
this
I
nice
not?
pretty picture.
I see him. I just don't see a name. It's just a picture.
Yeah, there's
It's
no
just a
nameplate.
Picture.
Okay, I'm gonna make you all own his journal entry now. How about
Oh,
that?
Sergeant Olo.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay. As you think of more questions, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I should do it now, then later. I'll be right back.
Fantastic. I'm going to turn to my fellow Edgewatcherians and say, well, Does anyone feel like taking on the responsibility of leading the group?
Oh, not me. Fellow Edward.
Why not?
Do we need a leader? I mean,
We already have the sergeant to report to. We
have
just
the
all need to
sergeant,
see
yeah.
that we do our duty.
Well, it's true.
Well, maybe if we had to do something real quick and make a decision quick and we disagreed, we couldn't really vote in an emergency, I guess.
Are you
That's
talking
good
about?
thinking. We're considering giving emergency powers to the Chancellor.
Well,
nothing
Wait,
bad happens from that.
hey, Ronald, real quick, man. Can
Wait,
you do
you
me
guys-
a favor?
Yeah.
Can you turn down that music just a hair?
Oh,
Just
no,
a little bit?
That's something you do on your end. You see in the upper right
Oh.
corner, the little
thank God.
audio button.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Now,
because
actually go to global volume control so that when a new track comes up,
I got you.
okay, it's playlist you want to
All right.
change.
Yeah, just the playlist because it's drowning out.
Oh yeah. That's what it's always set to be too
Mark.
loud for everybody by default. I don't. Anyway, yeah, that's something I can't control.
That's good.
Okay. All right. So, he's now stepping out of the lieutenant's office is Amelia, and she looks like she's just seen a ghost.
What's wrong with you, girl?
Whoa.
And Germund, let's call him. He says, "Ease yourself, child. He's just takes his job too seriously."
Isn't that what you just told everybody to
Yeah.
do?
Huh? She shakes her head and says, I'm fine, and then she walks off.
No, German, didn't you just tell everybody here to take your job serious? And now you telling her whatever, man. I
All
don't
right.
like you.
Okay. Sergeant Alo says, just so you know, the lieutenant is a bit gruff. Don't take everything he says seriously. Okay. You the door is now opening for you, and you step forward, and you see the lieutenant rising from behind his desk, and glaring at you, studying you silently, and he shakes his head, muttering, "Unbelievable," as he pulls a cigar, a well-chewed cigar from his mouth, and says, "This year's Radiant Festival is the most ambitious peacetime undertaking the city's seen. The Edgewatch is responsible for the safety of thousands. I told the council I needed the best of the best, and instead they send me you. A bunch of rookies so green you practically got gills. Did you pin those badges on yourself, or did Sergeant Allah have it do it for you?" He sighs.
Kazar salutes and says, "Yes, sir."
I'm standing behind whatever other tall party members are in front.
Abadar only
I've
knows
accidentally
what
been
sin
jumped
I
with the
committed to deserve you, but we work with what we're given. You do what you're told, learn from the vets, and maybe you'll come out of this proper guards. But if I catch you shirking work or tarnishing the reputation of this precinct, I'll bounce you out of here so hard you'll land in Absalom Harbor. Clear?
No problems from us, sir.
Okay. He's not waiting for your answer. Here's your first assignment, handing you a piece of paper. A bunch of dung-heeled wannabe adventurers smashing up a tipsy Tengu. Clean it up, book 'em, or fine 'em. Just don't kill anyone. He sits down at his desk. And on the
Nice.
paper, you
Size
see
and
the
lead.
address. You guys know where it is. It's in the fairgrounds.
What? On his desk, does he have any more cigars?
He does have more cigars. He has three more cigars in a case.
And the case is open?
No.
Oh, no.
Oh.
They dry out, maybe, or something.
I feel
I don't
like-
know anything about cigars.
I was like, hey, that smells good. You got any other ones?
These are mine, he says. I just gave you an assignment. Why are you dilly-dallying, he says.
Oh, I'm not dilly-dallying. I was wanting one of those cigars, but I mean, if you don't want to share, that's cool.
Okay. I assume you all can read, right?
Yes,
I can read,
read.
sir. I'll handle this.
All right, then get out of here.
I'm
All right.
already turning to leave.
Well,
So good at following directions.
oh
All
my
right.
lord.
As we leave the room, Carrack will face the group and say, I like the lieutenant. Good sense of discipline about him."
I'll shake my
More of
head.
the same.
I will
More of
shake
the
my head
same.
and just walk out the door. Just go. Just
Oh, I agree with Carrack. The and everyone just walks away. It's like,
I don't think you can see well. You said we had gills.
and
It's an expression, lad. I'll explain it to you later.
Okay.
roll a society check.
I actually don't know what
I would,
tips... Mhm.
Yeah, let's read the paper. What does it says? Are there
Well,
any
it gives-
details on it of
It
interest?
just says Tipsy Tengu,
sounds like a club.
public drunkenness. That's all it says.
All right.
And
Is it?
the
Yeah.
address, which I don't even see it. I see it's not even on this map, so let's say it's over here.
Excellent. We go to there. Unless
Onward.
we have something else we need to do
All right.
desperately.
Okay, let me see if I have it.
That's the wrong character.
We will.
Okay, let me.
Is Amalia? Is her name Amalia? Around still? I believe.
No, they were given another assignment.
Okay. In general, I keep my eyes open for her because I want to, grill her about her magic.
All right.
I mean, in a friendly way.
Okay,
Not
let's
literally
See. Do I have
grill.
a tavern? Tavern sounds. Pardon. Oh, there's a tavern.
That's a cantina.
Okay. The interior of the Tipsy Tengu is a raucous mess of tipped-over chairs and spilled drinks. A motley group of drunken adventurers is the clear cause of the chaos, including a dwarven bruiser wearing a horned helmet, a sloppy elf in robes who's sitting at a table muttering over a drink, an armored human worshipper of Caden Kalian, and a leather-clad halfling. And running up to you is a man, a well-dressed man, with an ornate cane and bold blue eyes. The city's finest come to deliver us, I see. From churls and belligerents. He lowers his voice and says, "Honestly, I'd never allow their sort into my hotel, but poor Bellberry thought they'd add flavor." And tells you that Bellberry had asked them to tell tall tales about their adventures. And Ralso and I thought we'd come down and enjoy a quiet night of dinner and drinks before the opening day festivities tomorrow. But so much for rest and relaxation, though, eh? And a mug gets thrown directly at him and hits his face.
Oh.
Oh, that looked like it hurt.
"Aha!" says the dwarf. Just like I
looked like it
hit
hurt.
that scourge last night. You look like one, you know. And the man kind of turns around and says, "Can you help me?"
Well, I agree with him that you do kind of look like a sturge, but okay. So, but
I would like
So-
to.
so you wait a minute. I'm misunderstanding. So you're upset because they're telling tall tales that they were asked to tell, and now you want them out of your establishment? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no, I'm not the one who called you. It was that woman over there. And you see a woman with a nervous smile looking back and forth between you and the adventurers.
It's not a nervous
She says
smile.
she kind of motions you to come over.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
I'll walk up to her. I'll walk up to her
Yeah.
at least.
She says they've been getting more and more drunk and talking about how and then the dwarf walks over to you. Ray, which one is you? Jenko?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna move you here.
that's fine.
Yeah. He looks at your pin, your newly the new Edgewatch badge that you've been given and flicks it with his finger.
I
he says-
smile at him. I smile at him and I'm like, so what is that supposed to do?
He says, "So you think you're tough, huh?
No, I never said that at all.
Think that
Friend?
you're all just because you got a badge and you walk around that you everyone needs to give you respect, huh? Well,
You know what? No,
you
but I
you
will
know
say,
face real danger." He
but
says.
I will say this, man. He says, what does give me respect is my adventuring career. He's like, you don't know who I am? You've never heard of me?
I would never have heard of you. You're just a
Yeah.
lowly
No.
Edgewatch agent.
That's what you think, but that's not true. I really am. I'm Mr. Jinko Hansen, Dragon Slayer. I know you've heard of me.
All right.
If you haven't heard of me, then you're not really from here.
Give me a. I assume
No.
you have not slain a dragon yet at level 1, so give me a
Hell,
deception roll.
no. Why would I do
Or
that?
intimidation. Either.
Huh?
Deception or intimidation.
Actually, either one. Where is my? You know what? I'll do intimidation.
Mm-hmm. Oh. What's
Total
that?
is
18. And you
Yeah.
see him hesitate, and you kind of see a glimpse in his eyes of kind of like he feels like, it, you have just, one-upped him, and he's now aiming at your face.
Aiming what at my face?
His fist.
Oh, do you want to see a card trick?
Okay,
And I'll pull out a deck of cards.
let me ask the group. Yeah, he's aiming at your face. Here we go. The chat is gonna say battle axe, but that's not really a battle axe. All right, he misses you, and the other people, the Muriel here with who's been drinking, she just kind of sits there and kind of looks over, and stands up suddenly, roused from her stupor.
I really don't think you want to do this.
And actually, this rogue was over here. Looks like she might have picked someone's pocket, the way you see her putting something in her robe, and is now running over to the action. I don't know what the party wants to do.
I would act as soon as he started to go to throw a punch at Jenko. I would go, stop! You're under arrest for disorderly conduct, right? And I look at the party members next to me.
Carrot gives him a thumbs up and nods his head.
Let's do it.
Right.
And Bolar, which remind me your character. It's your Orin.
Orin.
Ha ha! It's a little boy wearing a uniform. He says. I bet he sees you, and he says, "You just wear a badge because you never won in a fair fight, have ya?" He looks. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna start pulling my shackles out.
I'd like to move.
No answer. Yep.
I want to move between like the group and I don't want to exactly be adjacent to everyone, but whatever, and like hold up my hands to the other 3 people and say, let's keep this. Hold on, get my voice back. Let's keep this simple, people. Just stay where you are, and we'll get this resolved.
Bellberry says, one of these adventurers, anyway, there's a customer who looks upset, who's standing next to Bellberry, kind of looking at you in a scared way, and Bellberry says, this customer of mine just got her purse stolen.
Karak will approach the halfling that you said we saw pickpocketing.
Yep.
All right, lad, that's far enough. Give back what you stole.
All right, Bolar say, shall we show him? And all of them says, yeah, I'm ready for another fight, says Antara Boldblade.
I'm gonna take a couple steps back. So
I don't know if you guys are, they look like they want to fight. I don't know if there's anything you can do magically to stop what's about to happen.
No. If I had time, if I realized it was about to go, I'd try to take quick steps back and start warming my spells up. But if it starts right here, that's fine too.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
All right, all right then. But remember, you can all stop this as soon as you call out.
All right. You know, hold up your weapons. Okay. Y'all have your weapons out, and you can. Do all of you know how to use Foundry and roll initiative?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the upper
I
right
don't use
corner,
the
there's a
initiative.
fist symbol. And if you right-click it, it'll pop out the combat tracker.
Ooh.
Oh,
And
okay.
also, if at the top of the tracker, if you want this to be a separate window, there's the pop-out button. You can also do that with your character sheet, too. You can have that be its own window.
Did you roll initiative for us?
I rolled it for
Oh,
the drunk people.
Okay, I see it.
Oh,
I
I don't-
found it.
I don't see how to pop it out. It just I click the
right
fist.
click.
It just,
Right click
Right
on that fist.
oh, I see. Okay.
And
And then
then-
so I just
And then to make it its own window, there's a pop-out button. At the
Okay.
top.
Are we rolling perception?
All of you are rolling perception, unless you are in the middle of something interacting with them. You could roll appropriate skill if you'd like.
Meh. I mean, we were talking, but
There was an advantage. I should have used deception for the instead of intimidation.
Okay, so
roll 11.
in Pathfinder
Lord.
2E, you get 3 actions on your turn, and I'll answer all your questions. Orin McGraw.
all right. He's talking smack, and I'm pulling out my shackle. He's going to fight. I'm immediately just gonna tase him. I'm just gonna electric arc. Can you see who I target? If I target too? Electric. I guess not. let's
If you
see.
hover over it and press T,
Yeah, I can't target 2. It seems like unless I shift T maybe.
Shift
there you
T,
go.
yeah.
Damage.
Oh, cool.
Roll. They have to do reflex saves.
Yes, and you can step away in case somebody has a reaction, which most characters don't. But actually, you know what? Let's learn about. Oh, this one does not have a reaction. So, I thought Bolar would. They roll reflex saves, and I'll do that. Actually, when I do the roll, I don't think you need to target them.
Okay.
Only when you attack them, because then it compares it to their AC. They both succeed, and so they both take half damage. Okay, so at least this first time, describe what that looks like.
I go zappy zap, and one of the tattoos on my arms glow, and a bolt of lightning just kind of forks and shocks them right in the head, and they get an equally dumb look as the dumb look I have on my face.
And this being your first action as part of your job, what are you feeling?
Huh?
What do you
I'm
think?
feeling empowered right now.
All right, you like having that badge.
Yeah.
Okay, Muriel Greyleaf is
Oh,
going.
I have one more
yeah,
action.
you have one more action. Yes.
Yeah. And for the last one, I'm gonna growl at this. I'm gonna growl at this guy in front of me, and I am going to cast Shield.
Okay. All right. Muriel Greyleaf says, "I've had a bad day," she says, and she casts. She points her hands to the floor around Karak and Khazar, and says, "Let's see how." I heard that dwarves fall easily, she says.
You heard wrong.
She's going to cast Grease, which is not in... let me put it in the chat.
I've got it if you want it.
Yeah, if you could.
Yeah, I think I can just click on it. Yeah, there you go.
Did that make you cast it?
Oh boy, who knows? Yeah, sure did.
Okay, you can click something to undo that.
I'll figure it out.
All right, so there's Goom Goom, Goom Goom appearing below you. And make reflex saves, the two of you. And you can click the button in the chat.
I'm gonna apply a long rest to myself. In
Yeah,
the
yeah.
middle of combat. Okay, make
Yeah,
a
you
reflex
could.
save. Save.
That's
Yeah.
an 18 from Karak.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Oh,
a good old
Kazar falls to the ground and she says, "Ha ha ha ha."
I
And-
take emotional damage.
Yeah, and she walks and she moves backward. Karak. Okay, the way grease works is each creature's creatures using an action to move onto the greasy surface during the spell's duration must do a reflex save or an acrobatics check to balance. You can step or crawl to avoid having to do that because if you're just leaving the area, you're fine.
First job already getting into a scuffle. I'm going to take up, to stride up, and I'm going to gently swing my battle axe at this halfling.
Mm-hmm. In a non-lethal way.
Of course, yes.
Okay, I assumed you all had. I understand you did it for the interface, but my understanding is that everyone has their weapons out. 17 is our first critical hit, and that's because you exceeded the AC by 10, at least. So roll the critical right below your attack roll. There's a button saying critical. Whoa. That is 23 non-lethal damage, and the halfling falls with a thud to the ground.
I just swing. I swing for his leg with the axe and try to hook it and just pull his leg out from under him.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna track for this urban campaign. Well, it's a non-lethal, so she's just unconscious. Okay. Okay.
Go, Karak.
Oh, you have one more action.
I will raise my shield.
Excellent. Okay.
All right. Have we had enough?
Bolar of Stonemoor. He drops his axe and he holds his hands up and says, just having a bit of alehouse fun, right? And the others say, yeah, we are. You guys don't need
the guy that tried to punch me?
And yes, and he says, you guys don't need to be so aggressive.
Gazar stands up and sort of, well, I guess, yeah, I can stand up, right? And I'll step carefully to the side and try to brush myself off. Brush the magical grease off. And say, well, I'm glad we were able to resolve that with minimal strife.
Yeah, and Muriel looks at you crossly, Karak, and starts applying her healing tools to Skebs. and she says, yeah, I see that this place likes to work with the cops. She gives a glare to Barry Breckenridge, and a lot of the tavern customers break out in applause at this point for the tavern and for the Edgewatch. We didn't like him anyway. Get out of here, they say.
I check on the bludgeoned halfling.
Yeah, does the halfling have the stolen, what was it?
Yeah,
purse?
There's a coin purse there, and Barry says requests that they be arrested as well. Well, actually, what does she request? She says that you should do what you think makes sense. She says, but I'm going to give a good word to the Edgewatch. Actually, you know what? I've been drinking lots of water. I'll be right back in a minute. So figure out what you guys want to do.
Too much. I've got so Kazar says these two, and he points at Bolar and Skebs and says, have committed obvious crimes in front of us, trying to strike an officer. I nod to Jenko, and stealing. And I gesture towards Karak and Skebs.
And
rest of
Muriel as well.
Yes.
I suppose that's true. Oh yeah. Yes,
cast
thank
a
you.
spell.
Aggressive magic against an officer of the law.
However, I would suggest that you arrest the thief and you arrest the wizard. As for Bolar, I think a little fun out back in the alley.
Perhaps the shame of dishonoring his clan is adequate.
Seems like a tough guy, and then he pusses out.
I think violence is the worst one, but maybe if we take them, we could just say that they agreed and they were good about it. Put in a good word.
We're going to be dealing with a lot of drunks and aggressive folk during this festival.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Bolar needs. So look, the thief took the brunt of Bolar's brashness, and she realized took the opportunity to steal something when we were distracted. But I mean, she got caught, or he got caught. But Bolar's really the cause. He's the bully around here, and I think bullies. I think we need to take care of the bully. Just my opinion, but
We'll book him. Right.
Sure. If you
So
I
book
could throw a
him,
book at him if you
like
want.
put in a report, give a warning. Sounds like. But
No, that's apply.
Oh no,
shackles
he's
and
going to
rank
jail.
oh, going to
Bolar's
jail.
going to jail.
All right.
Crime holder area.
I think just a
So we're
night.
bringing in 3 of them.
I think a night in the drunk tanks is just fine.
We think we're Bolar, the thief, and the wizard are going
Oh,
to
okay.
jail.
Assault on an officer.
The other one can leave.
All right.
Go sleep it off.
Bail him
tomorrow.
out.
All right. Very good. So yeah. You got some paperwork to do.
And
I'm assuming we know.
and
They
as we're
comply
leaving
with
the
your
place,
manacles and all that stuff. By the way, they're and yep. What's that?
and as we're leaving, I grab a rag off a table and hand it to the gentleman that got a beer to the face.
Yes, yes, and he says, "Feel free to come back." Well, actually, he says he thinks he's had enough for tonight, but I put in some money to give you all a round of drinks. He says.
Awesome.
Yes.
That sounds great.
Yes, he says.
Is there anyone in the tavern besides this Antaro guy and the other 3 that were taken in that seems kind of upset with how this turned out? Is there anyone there that kind of seems?
Well, you look around. Everyone seems to be in a great mood after seeing what just happened. So you don't see that.
Ronald,
Yeah.
as when everybody starts to walk out
Mm-hmm.
and escort the prisoners out of the tavern,
Mm-hmm.
Jinko's gonna kind of stay back a little bit, trying to hide his intention there. And then when Bolar walks past that cup that he threw at the other person, I'm gonna telekinetic projectile it to the back of his head.
Okay, Hendrik Pratchett, by the way, he says have all you want tonight. This is your night to celebrate, he says. And remember my name, Hendrik Pratchett, he says, and you can also go to the Hotel of the Seven Plains as well. I can make sure you're treated right there.
Well,
Do
I'll
you need
take-
healing? Does Mr. Pratchett need healing?
He says no, I can take care of this.
What was the name of this bar? The
Tipsy Tengu. And you said you wanted to do a telekinetic projectile. Do an attack roll.
Yeah. I'm as he's walking out the door, and I'm gonna try to hide my intentions as best I can.
Are we all in front of this so we don't see this, or?
That is my intention.
Okay.
I want
So-
to entrust Bolar to Jenko so Jenko can.
Oh, Bolar is walking ahead of him because I'm gonna do this. How do I target him?
All right.
How do I target him?
It's probably
Hover over him and
Oh,
well, I would
where is the-
call for a deception check to
dude,
if you wanna try
that's
to-
my skills. That's my skills.
yeah, just try to catch him flat-footed. Yep. All right,
That's
he's
a 25.
flat-footed. So hover over him and press T to target him.
Oh, because okay, there we go. I was looking for the menu on the right. Okay.
Yeah, you're disappointed you couldn't get a blow yet, huh?
Yes,
right.
I actually am, but I don't like bullies either. So
All right,
And he's a
bonk,
bully.
and click for non-lethal damage. Click the button. It's in the chat. There's a little button there.
Right, it just says damage, but
Yeah.
there's no.
Did we manacle these guys?
I assumed you did.
Okay.
What am I rolling? Because it.
Isn't it a button that you can click under?
Yeah, but
telekinetic
it comes up with a menu, and I can't roll.
Oh, I know what that is. That's if you want to add circumstantial modifiers. But isn't there a little? Oh, I rolled it for you accidentally.
Okay, that's fine.
If you don't like that pop-up menu, you can either hold Shift while you click a button, or you can go under Settings and go under Player Settings, and there's a checkbox there about your roll dialogues.
All right, so really, I would have to just fill out zeros, I guess.
Yeah, and
then roll.
You can always hold Shift. You can always hold Shift to not do the default behavior, whatever you decide the default is.
Okay. All right, cool.
All right, and did I see Jenko do that?
Yeah, I'm wondering the same myself.
Hey, that's a 25 deception, by the way.
Yeah, I feel like that's too deceptive for us.
If any of you, well, yeah, that beats all of your perception DC.
Beats all y'all's passive perception or whatever it's called here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I scan the bar in general, not knowing who did that, and I say, "Right, he's had enough. None of that. Or you'll be joining him."
I'll just fidget with my deck of cards and follow Mr. Bolar out the
They're
door.
putting up their hands, and they're not blaming anybody for it. They're just okay. So
I like this bar. I'm coming back.
Yeah,
we wave goodbye.
All right. Yeah. So you go through the arrest, and did you want to hang out here at the Tipsy Tengu? You were given a bunch of drinks, free drinks.
We're still on the clock for now.
I thought you said we had paperwork. We got to take these guys back to wherever.
After that, I'm asking.
After that.
You come back.
Carrick will come back once off the clock.
Yeah, Sergeant Alo says there's no other complaints tonight, and we have our usual patrols. Consider this a job well done. And he says you can look forward to I'll put in the paperwork, and you can look forward to some compensation in the morning.
Is that a euphemism for something else? Just curious.
No.
Well, you actually mean we're going to get paid?
That just means you're getting paid for this.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Euphemism for money.
Just making sure. So.
Yeah. I've been told by my players, especially my young players, that they're always like thinking I'm hinting at something or like I'm insinuating something when I talk.
No, I'm just being a smart ass, but that's okay. You're good.
Oh, I see.
I got you.
Okay. Yeah. So it's
Jinko's being a smart ass. So.
Bellberry Breckenridge is here, and she says, "Oh, I haven't seen you before. Are you new agents?"
Wait, this is the girl we talked to at the. We're back at the bar.
We went back. Yeah,
okay.
We all went back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go back. Yeah, that's fine.
I would like to offer to the group before we go back, just to say, I want to see some of the sights. Does anyone else want to come? They have a castle. It moves.
Well, actually, just on that from the GM, the castle's not going to be moving yet. I mean, they have not before the big show, not before the big day.
Oh, this is like the day before or whatever?
Yeah. This is day 0.
We'll make sure to be real active with our patrols tomorrow. Really make sure we cover all the territory.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. We gotta go see. We gotta do the rides and the hot dog stand.
There's ices. There's lots of refreshments.
Kazar is excited though about like all the like exotic, magical things that are happening, and he is definitely going to wander around instead of going for a drink. And if he can find anyone who's like working on one of the attractions, he's gonna start asking questions like, how does it work, and what's the basis for the the strands of fate that you're weaving together to make it do the thing. And he's just like totally nerding out about these things.
I'm gonna let you guys have access to the map of the fairgrounds so that you can always look at that list of locations. Yeah, you can
Okay.
visit some of those places.
Oh, we can just click on them up there in the corner. Oh, fancy pants. Okay.
Uh,
Where?
Yeah, as an aside though, if there's something interesting that's supposed to happen to the Tipsy Tengu, I finish wandering around and come back at the plot appropriate time before those things happen.
yeah. However,
Yeah.
you're supposed to report to duty at 8 a.m.
Okay.
What time is it now?
It's about 9 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
2
So-
hours.
Konku's not going to go back to the very, very racist Tipsy Tengu, and he's going to kind of do more exploration. He's kind of sick of the stopping bar brawls and things like that. So he wants to go find a real case, and so he just wants to go out, just kind of looking, trying to invent. Like, oh, there's clues out here for something, or there's something happening.
Wow,
So
he's
just
turning
gonna go
down
start
free
exploring.
drinks.
Yeah, he doesn't care about that.
Okay.
Bar is too racist for him.
All right. I'll something will happen for you. But in the meantime, the rest of the people are back at the Tipsy Tengu.
Is that a dwarf guy that we arrested?
Yes. Bolar was a dwarf, wasn't he?
Bolar. Yeah, I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah, Bolar.
Stonewood or something.
Oh, in case, because this is an investigation-themed campaign, I think I've given everyone the opportunity to create journal entries. And do you guys see a folder? Okay, journal entries is, it looks like a scroll in the upper right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see a folder called Player Notes?
No.
No,
Okay.
No.
Let me.
I see NPC Sergeant Olo.
Yeah. Okay. How about now?
No.
No.
No, unless I hit refresh, I guess. I don't know. I don't see it.
It's not letting me change the permissions for it. That's strange. Well, is there a button at the top saying create journal entry?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of you can any of you can create a journal entry, but maybe you'll make a common one that for you to anyone can jot down notes of any kind if they'd like.
So
Are
maybe
they-
we should
can other people see
collectively.
them then?
Go ahead.
Sorry, can other people see the journal entries we create?
I believe so. If not
think we
immediately,
should.
I can fix it.
Okay, I've created a test note.
Okay, I'm going to.
I don't see it.
There we go.
I don't. Oh, there it is.
I see it.
Yeah. All right.
There we go.
Okay. The
Oh, yeah.
movie, the video game.
Hey, I'll make it serious named. There you go.
All right.
Except I can't edit it because people are clicking on it, I think.
Oh yeah. There's one issue I found is that if two people are editing at once and one person saves, then it overwrites it, and then the next person saves, it overwrites the first person's changes. So you should have a designated note taker and say, "I'm making changes."
One of
Should we
the
add the names of the people we met?
Sure, if you'd like.
Yeah, that's what I was pasting in there because I already did the notes.
Yep.
Okay.
Did I succeed?
You could do
Right.
the. you
Yeah,
can
let's
do I
say
suck at taking notes,
Mark Flailbot is gonna be our
Yep.
designated for
Right
now.
here.
For now.
Okay.
What was the name of the guy for the hotel?
Hendred Pratchett.
Oh yeah.
Ratchet.
He specifically asked us to remember his name, so I specifically did not write it down.
And he was there with somebody, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Wasn't he there with some?
There was a woman who was in charge of the Tipsy Tengu.
No. A friend of
Right.
his.
Oh.
He did mention someone. Who was that? Or was that person there?
Ralso.
Rauso?
Yeah.
Was that person there?
Yeah. Yeah, I just
Okay.
don't have a picture.
Okay.
And what's the young lady's name here? That
Oh, she's showing up. She and Germund are
Oh, yeah.
showing up at the Tipsy Tengu, and they said, "We heard
Oh, I
you guys had a successful mission here."
yes. I meant
Just
who-
a couple of drunks. They'll sober up in the morning.
who's the waitress? That she came up and asked us a question when we walked in.
Oh, that's Bellberry.
Bellberry. Is she a halfling? No.
I think she's
Human?
a halfling.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Just curious.
Yes, in Paizo Adventures, they give you details.
Barmaid feels disrespectful.
Well,
She's the
he didn't say
owner
her
of the
posi-
place.
He didn't really say her
Oh.
position, so owner. Okay.
I thought
I made her an owned journal entry also, just for sure.
okay. I thought Terry Pratchett was the owner guy.
Harry Pratchett.
Very Pratchett.
He's an author.
Oh yeah, he's totally crooked and your two fellow agents. I'm also making them owned so that you can find their names actually through their journal entries. Maybe that'll help.
Okay.
And actually, you can actually go to make notes about them under the text button. You can switch between looking at their text and looking at their image. Huh. Okay.
Too much power.
Yeah.
Bellberry, Breckenridge.
And let me give you Hendred Pratchett.
Oh, that's why he's Harry Pratchett.
Yeah.
You. Okay.
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 Okay, cool. So Amelia tells you more about her. She pays for a drink and sits down with you guys and says, "So
I guess we'll need to.
tell me what makes you work for the Edgewatch." She says. Who wants to go first?
I guess Carrick will answer first.
Okay.
Because I was told to. Took me off my work in the puddles, told to go watch over all this pomp and pageantry.
You were told to? Well, yeah, I've heard terrible things about the puddles.
It's a decent place and got decent folk, just attracts the wrong type.
I suppose so. There's decent people everywhere, she says. She sounds very, optimistic to you.
I'm just hoping this is a smooth festival so I can get back to the people that actually need good law enforcement.
So this is to kind of get a break from that. I heard that the challenges there are great. There's a lot of crime.
Of course there is, which is why folk like me and Oren need to finish up here and go back.
You and
But
Oren.
I'm from there
orders
too.
But orders are orders, and I've been told that if I don't go and see this Edgewatch outfit, then I won't sign in for duty at all.
Aren't you excited about the festival? This happens every 100 years. How old are you?
I am a bit of a
rude
wee.
to ask of a dwarf, she says.
I admit I don't have a lot of age on me. I'm only 60.
Oh, so this must be your first. Aren't you happy to be here? I'm gonna go see the castle tomorrow.
I've got work to do. I'm sure it's a nice place, though.
Oh. Well, anyway, you deserve another drink, she says. Maybe you'll...
I'm excited.
She pokes you and says, maybe you'll cheer up. Okay, and...
Yeah, he's a grumpy pants.
yeah,
I'm from the puddles
what does
too.
Oren say?
I'm from the puddles too. I met Kazar there. I have my mama Mogrel. She has a healing shop. We sell herbs and stuff, but people kept coming in and getting real hurt. So I wanted to help. They didn't let me help much over there though, so I'm excited I can actually get outside and actually help people.
Oh, that's keen, she says. She says she knows some people are healers. They're some of the best people. Is your mother nice?
Oh, she's real mad. One time someone called her sassy and they got hit with a spoon.
Oh, and I hope you're not offended, but is your mother an orc or a human?
Orc.
Oh, okay. Yes, she says, she hesitates a bit and says, yes, there are many nice orcs too. And and Garamond says, huh. Upon hearing that.
He's kind of like an orc too.
Or a dwarf.
Do you
Or
say
both.
that? You're saying that to Amelia?
I'll say it out
Yeah,
loud.
yeah.
Yeah.
I said that out loud. What I said out loud too.
Yeah, but she says, but I hear criminals come in all types. My mother told me they come in
Can
all
you not-
shapes and sizes.
Can he not talk? Or
Garamond?
can he not form words? Yeah.
Oh, he
actual
can
words.
form words. He's he's just sipping from his beer slowly, making sure that the bubbles don't touch his beard.
Oh. I'll order.
Relatable.
I'll order a drink and some food because it said everything was on the list, so that's cool.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
little
Barry
hatchet
Breckenridge
guy said-
says, I was given 2 gold pieces for each of you, just so you know. Just before you get too eager, she says. A woman's got to make a living.
Okay, well, give me a drink and some food, whatever that'll give me. Is that okay?
All right, very good.
And then I'll look at Amelia and I'll say, "Do you really want to know our story, or are you just making small talk? Because if you really want to know, they'll tell you. If you don't, then I don't.
I want to know everything." And Garamond says, "Huh."
Obviously, don't trust her now. So
Yeah, she
so
seems super
my
cheerful.
my father beat me and killed my mother, so he threw me out of the house, and then I had to make a living, and this is the living I chose.
It seems to
Her
me
eyes
like he
widen and
rose
say,
above
"Is he at large?"
circumstances.
I'm sorry. Did you say the mother died, but where's the father?
That's what I said.
He's at large. Oh, she says.
Oh, is he at large?
I'm asking.
He's like a mayor of a city outside of Absalom.
He's.
The hell?
They let him get away with it.
Well, yeah, that's what happens. That's why I don't like bullies and people in power. Yeah.
That's terrible. And does the city know, and they still voted for him?
Seems like it. He's in power, so.
Oh, she says. I hear there's a lot of corruption in larger towns.
Mm-hmm. Especially in Absalom.
Okay, and so you moved to Absalom. You're not from Absalom.
No, I grew up here.
Oh, I heard you all got transferred from places, from different precincts. Where did you come from?
What's it called? Token Watch? I'll tell you.
The
Token
Coin
Watch.
District, and it's called it has a name, but the people on the street call it the Token Guard. People who criticize it for its lack of.
So from the Coin District, is that the name of? So I'll tell her.
yeah.
The Coin District.
Oh, she doesn't know about the Coin District, but she says,
It's corrupt.
I mean, she knows that's where the banks are, and
Yeah,
that's all
it's
she
very
knows.
corrupt. And guess who's the biggest crooks there? The banks.
Yeah, I hear that. She's not disagreeing with you. And who else has yet to say more about them in your party?
I think Mark's the last one.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't
Mark.
think Jamie's popped up either, but yeah, because
I'm not there. Yeah.
Oh right, you did not. You did come back for the plot relevant time.
He
You fool.
feels Tengu's racist.
Fair enough. There are no tango here, and yet it's still called that. It's a little bit sketchy.
There was one earlier today.
There was one arresting other people. Yeah.
Oh, by the
Yeah,
way,
'cause,
sorry, Jamie,
Jamie.
give me a perception roll, openly.
An open perception roll. Okay.
Yes.
Damn.
Okay. I'll think about that. You have a +0?
He rolled
I
up
don't
the
know.
party.
Oh, did I? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was selected on party.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I have a +6.
Oh, you have a
Oh.
total of 20. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. And Kazar, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say, what, does she have a question? Sorry.
No, she just turns to you and say, where are you from?
Oh.
What makes you work with the Edgewatch?
Kezar smiles and says, "What's my life story? Well, I was born here, and I started to study at the Arcanamirium when I was just
She
a young
says,
lad."
I have
Yes.
wanted to apply to go there. I hear it's really exclusive. And did you pass the standardized test?
The newt? No. I sort of I lower my my head and like lean in towards her and say, the problem is that institution is so full of old, wizened creatures. They can't see that things are changing. They don't see it the way it really is.
And
They just teach the old magics.
old magics. There's old and new magics. I thought they're all. What do you mean?
Who do you think discovered the magics originally? Each spell has a creator. Surely, there's no limit to what we can create with our magical talents.
Well, I suppose I'm only a beginning wizard, and there are many greater, more powerful wizards. But why aren't you still studying? Why aren't you still there?
Oh, stuffed shirts, as they say. And he reaches into his backpack, which he always has with him because that's just the kind of weirdo that Khazar is. And he pulls out a huge book with like tufts of paper sticking out of it, like disorganized mess, and he starts flipping through it and says, "This is my spell book. We should compare."
We should, she says, and she doesn't have her book on her, but she's going to does let you know that she has a few spells that are not on your list.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm more excited about telling her about my weird theories about other things and saying, like, this scrap of paper here, I think if we combine it with these, we can make a spell.
All right. She says, you are truly unorthodox. They did not teach you that at the Arcanumarium, I assume.
No, that's why I was forced to leave.
Yeah, I after my after working here a while, I thought I would try to get connections. Are there people there who can help me get admitted? Well, she just asks you that, but not realizing you kind of don't agree with the place.
Yeah, I lean back in my stool a little bit and say, well, I think the school is appropriate for people who maybe don't have the requisite curiosity, but if you've really got a mind on you, then I think you'll learn more in the world than there.
Well, I figure maybe do some of both. I haven't had the opportunity to get to the libraries. I've been trying to sit out there and concentrate and turn myself into a weasel. But you can only go so far on your own. I have done a few tricks though. She said she had considered studying with a druid, but decided to go for wizardry.
Fascinating.
Yes.
Yes, but I say you make a good point. Access to the Arcanumarium, whatever it's called, is certainly advantageous. I know a few teachers still. Perhaps I'll drop them a letter and see if they're looking for someone, especially someone of talent coming from far away. There's always those, study abroad programs.
Okay. Well,
Student exchange.
for Jamie, you hear someone yelling, "Burglar! Burglar!" and maybe 100 feet away from you.
Where am I at right now?
You are. I'm gonna ping you on the festival fairgrounds. You are at right here.
Okay.
And
So I hear that. Do I see anything, or what direction?
no, you don't see anything from where you are.
And what direction is the burglar coming? The noise coming from? The voice.
I don't. But where I pinged on the map, but
Oh,
Just
okay.
want to know what you do.
Well, so I want to investigate, essentially where's that
Okay.
coming from.
All right. Edgewatch, she says. This woman in a floppy, wide-brimmed hat stands at the door and says, "That was quick." She says, I heard somebody opening the door. Opening the window, and I came downstairs, and there's an open window. Isn't that the strangest thing?"
Could be. Do I see the window?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so can I look around, see if there's anything near the window, and anything particular?
You can, and I'm gonna roll a check. And she's saying, "My reagents, silly of me to not lock my window," and she's petting her cat. And you're not noticing anything suspicious about the window, any clue. It's a cobblestone path as well, which makes it kind of hard to see where they went. And there wasn't any rain recently, so anyway, you're kind of at a loss.
And what did they take in?
She says, like, the woman, she introduces herself as Marin Porphyry. She says that she came down as soon as she heard the noise. She says she had a spell here to prevent, to notify her if anyone intruded on the place, and she came down right away. She's looking at her lab here, and she says they didn't take anything. That's strange. She says there was some delay, and she looks at. She says she has a jar of a somewhat valuable ingredient on her counter, and she says they didn't take that.
And is there nothing missing from the jar?
There's nothing missing, she says.
Okay. Well, it looks like you were fortunate, miss.
Yes. Miss, she says. She blushes. I haven't been called that in 30 years. And she says, well, thank you for responding so quickly. And she says, the Edgewatch, I thought they were all guards that the other precincts rejected.
That remains to be seen.
So,
but at least you've got me on the case, if there were one.
Oh, okay. And remind me, which one are your name and your class? I'm just trying to remember everyone's character. You're the investigator.
I'm the investigator.
And because you're not talking to Amelia, what brings you to the Edgewatch? Tell me, the GM.
Okay.
In the audience. So
I'm I'm kind of full of myself. Essentially I'm pretty much a wannabe Sherlock, but not really. Yeah, so I'm just very. But I've always been.
You do have the potential, though, right?
I have the potential, but I really think highly of myself already. And I grew up in Absalom. My parents are devout worshippers of Haifeng. They used to be sailors. That kept on ships because they're supposedly lucky. They grew up in Absalom. I grew up here as well. That's where I grew up, and but I always was fascinated with books and kind of learning things, and I was fascinated with all the books in the Wise Quarter, but I certainly couldn't afford to go to school there. So the next best thing was to join the Learned Guard there. But the problem with that was that I learned that it's just mostly solving mysteries about what drunk students have been doing, and he wants something different. He wants something different than that. He wants to solve mysteries, real mysteries, and he thinks he'll be the greatest ever. And
the Reading Festival is going to bring personages from across the world with
exactly
stories and intrigues, probably. What else?
So he's hoping that's the case. That's what he's hoping the transfer was supposed to do is give him a better opportunity to be involved with real mysteries.
I mean, you're hoping to get the big case, right? Like the journalist who wants the big story, or the photographer who wants
and
the
that's
photo.
what drives him is just solving those, because that's kind of the thing that keeps him going is just solving these things. But he hasn't really ever proved himself, but he thinks he has. He thinks he was so awesome at the Edgewatch, but he was just solving drug crimes.
At the other watch.
But yeah, that's at the other watch. Well, of course, so far right now it seems to be the same here at this watch. At least our first.
Well, it's your first hour. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm gonna do my 17th bathroom break. Do people want to have like a mid break in these sessions? We're going 3 hours today, but we're gonna go 4 hours later. I see a thumbs
I think that would
up.
be good.
Yeah,
Okay.
mid-session break would be
not a
good.
bad idea.
Okay, 5 or 10. What do you think? 15, 5, 10 minutes.
Let's say 10. That's enough.
10.
You're
Yeah,
That's
okay.
good enough to do whatever you need to do.
Okay, good. All right, let's meet up again in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Hello.
I guess we just
Hi.
make it up as we go along. I don't think the Pathfinder Adventure Society is going to send us like a cease and desist letter.
Right.
You're playing the game wrong.
I just heard
There
the
are
tail
people
end.
that would sell us that.
What were you talking about? I just heard the last part.
Oh, since he was talking about the like learning about magic, I kind of like came up with a lot of interesting flavor for how my magic works. And I was like, oh, I don't actually know if I have the freedom to do that. I don't know the lore of magic in Galarian.
All right. Secrets of Magic, that book kind of gets into it, but if I recall, it's pretty open ended. I wouldn't worry too much about it,
Perfect.
unless you're like establishing like, you know, something that'll change game balance. That's all.
Nothing mechanical.
Yeah. Okay. I think things are going to be pretty uneventful this evening. You already are off the clock, and I'm ready to move on to the next morning. Oh wait,
We got experience points.
you did. I turned on this new module called Award XP.
Is divided that XP equally amongst all party members. Was that your intention?
Yes. Oh, and also, the YouTube is telling me that there's an issue with smooth streaming. I'll ask the audience. How's the stream quality?
It looks pretty good.
Okay, good. All right. So, the sun rises on a new day. And
That's always good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I assume you guys all arrive on time?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Really early, if anything.
Yep. It's actually one of the later shifts in the morning, and Sergeant Allo, and already like people are kind of coming in and walking the grounds excited. A lot of stands are already opening and have caramel corn and cotton candy. And the Sergeant Allo stands before you to welcome you and says good morning. And he is in front of the Edgewatch duty board. There's a oversized map of the Precipice Quarter tacked onto it. And it's a large plank of wood facing the main floor of the headquarters. And he tells you, gives you an overview of the grounds. And someone hands a paper to him. Oh, and he says, on that matter of compensation, if you, well, the GM's telling you, if you go to the, this party pool, if you go to the map of the fairgrounds, I'm about to put something out there. It's also should be in the actors directory for all of you. It's a party pool actor.
Yeah.
That I created. If you open it, you should see 22 gold pieces. Don't take any of it because I'm about to distribute it to the party. But this is how this is owned by every player, so you guys can freely put items here, and you can drag them between this and your other actors.
Oh, let's like trade and stuff too.
Yeah. So I'm about to distribute it among everybody. And everyone should get 4.4, hopefully. 4.4 gold. Did that work?
Worked for me.
Yep, worked for me.
Okay, cool.
Looks like it.
Yep.
All right. So he says someone passes a note to him and says, "Looks like well, first of all, he had explained to you a route that you would be walking around through around the perimeter, and that every 2 hours you can take a half-hour break. And but he says there's a couple of immediate problems to attend to. There's a couple of complaints here. There's a dispute between two shop owners here. Right here on the map, and over here, there's apparently some sort of domestic dispute in a wizard's workshop. And Jamie notes that it's the same house that he investigated last night. I think your camera's mic's off, Jamie.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So he says you should attend to those two affairs first, and then proceed on your route.
Well, it seems like the wizard's disturbance is on the way to the other issue.
Sure.
Yes, I looked into this last night. There didn't appear to be anything. I wonder if this is the same lady I met.
Give us some background, if you would.
Not much. Just a window was open, and but nothing appeared to be taken, and didn't really see anyone around. So it looked at that time at least that nothing really had happened. No crime had been committed other than opening a window. But it's not clear, unless maybe she was lying about something not being taken.
I pull a thoughtful face and then say, I don't think opening a window is a crime.
What if
No,
someone
apparently
Somebody
snuck
did
in
and
and hid in there?
snuck in, yeah.
something else might be happening? So I guess we're there
No,
right now.
She did
I guess.
think that the person did enter, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She heard them getting out the window. Should
I
have said
mean,
that.
she could have been keeping somebody prisoner and they escaped, and she just didn't want to tell you. I'm just saying.
Certainly.
We'll
You know,
we'll
many
go where
possibilities.
we'll decide what the evidence tells us. We'll look into it.
She had an affair or something. Okay.
Oh, I mean, she could have been keeping somebody in a pit. They escaped.
you go straight to the dark place, Ray.
Yeah, I mean, let's
The animated
demon
head.
summoning and all kinds of stuff could have been
I
happening.
mean, it's almost it's kind of funny. It's like you're always like, oh yeah, you know, you see some blood on the ground.
Kathy Bates solved that problem. She whacked the dude's legs. He couldn't escape.
So you think of the worst case scenario, and you're completely prepared for it. Is that right? You're always
that's
prepared.
correct.
Okay.
You gotta think the
Gotta take
worst.
that prescient planner feat. If you're like, but I did have a ladder.
That would be
Alright.
funny. That would be him. That would be the Kinku, right? Or the Tengu, sorry.
I'm assuming you guys are going to approach there first. It sounds like, and you hear high-pitched shouts and the sound of breaking glass as you approach. It's a narrow wooden building. Same building. You confirm. And the same woman with a floppy, wide-brimmed hat is standing in the front door. Her arms are crossed, and she's tapping her foot. Finally, it took you long enough.
You seem rude.
What's going on?
She recognizes Jamie and says, "It's you came helped me last night." And she warms up and she says, "I found out who it was. It's this boy or young man who's says his master's missing or something. I hardly know. Don't even remember the name of his master. He's completely deluded."
See?
And the boy is there.
Yeah, she points to her house, and I mean, the front door. She tries to open it, but it seems to be barricaded from the inside.
The barricade is coming from inside the house.
So hold on. Let me get this straight. You came here last night. I look at the.
Yes.
I forget his name. Forget the Tengu's name, but I look at him. You came here last night, and there was a window open, and she said somebody burglarized her house.
She didn't say that. She said someone got in,
Oh, okay.
but didn't take anything. And I didn't see anything taken. I didn't see any paths or anything out of the ordinary other than an open window.
And then nobody tried to kill her in the night, obviously. But now she's get pushed out of her house, and this kid has barricaded himself in, saying that his master's missing.
Now you're asking her, right? Because Jamie
Yes.
doesn't know. Yeah, she
Yes,
says,
I'm-
I was just getting some reagents this morning, and I can't come back, and I find I can't even go into my own door. And I see that the window's shut, and it was locked. I'm locked out of my own house, and this
Did you know who his master is?
Kemenellis. I don't...
Have you had a relationship with him?
Hardly, she says.
Any kind of relationship?
Well, I
Doesn't
think...
have to be romantic.
No, she's thinking about it, and she says, well, there was somebody who always had I think he had some interest in me, if you know what I mean. But I never gave him thought of day, the time of day.
Camillus?
Hmm?
Right?
Kemenellis.
So his name is Kimenellis?
Yeah.
I spelled it as fantasy as I could. Kazar is going to go up to the window and say, "Is this your window?"
Yes. Are you an Edgewatch agent?
We all
point to
are,
my
man.
badge.
All right.
Badge, ma'am.
I heard it was the best of the best, she snorts. That you are the best of the best. Yes, that's my window.
Kazar shrugs and says, "That is for the history books to tell." And then I would like to magic hand the latch of the window.
Is this which? Oh, mage hand.
Mage hand, yes, magic
Yeah,
hand.
but
is
it's
apparently
locked.
not
Like
a
you
thing.
wouldn't be able to do it with your own hands, right? So the mechanism, the latch is inside.
Oh, can I not reach through the glass with my magic hand?
No. For most spells, you
Why
need
do
line
we-
of effect in addition to line of
Oh,
sight.
okay.
Yeah.
So this is like this is genuinely. Now that I know that, now I'm asking: is it like a glass paneled window? Or is it like a wooden shutter window?
Glass paneled.
Fancy window. Okay.
So then,
Yeah.
does the woman know the name of the boy?
She says she's never seen him before in her life.
Okay. So I walk up to the door and knock on the door and just kind of like, "Boy, can you hear me?"
You hear nothing.
I'm
And-
gonna
and then you
read
hear,
aura on the door.
He's got to be here. You hear a young man, his voice still cracking from puberty.
Is the house
Oh,
a
wait,
single
35.
story or multiple stories?
It's one story.
Okay.
And all the windows are shut in the front?
Yeah. There doesn't seem to be an immediate way in. Besides this, I mean, it's not the front door is not. It's not locked. It just seems like
Right, but
something's
it's
blocking
barricaded.
it. Yeah.
Is there a window near the door?
A window. I'm sorry.
Like, is there a window close to the door where I can actually look in the window?
Yeah.
At an angle, and can I see what's barricading the door?
Yes, you can see that it looks like a chair is shoved up right under the handle of the knob.
I'm gonna telekinetic projectile it out of the way.
Oh, but you'd have to open the window.
Do I?
Yes.
I mean, I can see the object.
smash
It's right
the
there in the
glass.
house.
You can
No,
smash the
I'm
glass.
just saying. I can see the object in through the window, right?
Ooh, is
It's
there
within
a keyhole?
30
Yeah,
feet.
I wonder if this is a 5e-ism. I think you need to have line
I
of
don't know if it is or not.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
assume
might be
it's
a lot of it target you can see, so a lot of times you could go through something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you normally need
Like-
line of effect.
There were
Well, I
there
mean-
were line of effect and there were line of sight rules, and different spells had different things.
Yeah,
you
there
needed.
were for that too. But
Yeah.
Can I ask a lady? Is there a back door?
Well, yes, but it would. I would have left it locked. Oh, of course she has the key. Of course, silly me. She's going to the back door. The GM was had a moment.
Hey, I leave my keys in my
A
house
GM
sometimes.
moment. Yes,
I mean,
but she says
would've broken
what
it.
she does is she hands you the key really kind of, silently and says, "This will open the back door."
Big thumbs
all
thumbs
right.
up. Come on, guys, let's go in the back.
Well, let's keep his attention towards the front.
The dumbest
so
character
that-
I saw with the puzzle.
Wasn't really a puzzle because I was going to go through the window.
We could have just picked the lock
you
on the
wanna-
window.
If you want to keep your attention at the front, someone could.
Yeah,
you could
so
talk
I'll
to
just
him.
All right.
keep talking to the
Yeah.
I'll keep talking to the boy. For whoever's going to the
All right.
back.
You hear a glass shatter from inside the shop, and the woman screams, "He's breaking my things! He's breaking my things!"
We'll hustle
Man,
around.
I'm gonna have to ask you to keep.
Man, I really wish I would have broken that window now.
Yeah. Boy, what's going on in there?
He says, "I know she's responsible. So, where is I can't find. She's my master had a feud with her back at wizard school at the Arcana Miriam. I know in my
breaking-
heart. I know she's the one."
unlock the door in the back while this is happening.
You
Do I
need to
know
question
his name?
her and ask. She knows Kemenelis. She's lying if she's telling you she doesn't.
We're going to talk to both of you. But you need to calm down in there.
If you can move the chair out of the front door, we can come in from the other way too.
Well, yeah. So the people coming through the back door can give secret stealth checks. Give me your stealth bonuses.
I stayed in the front with Tinga.
I'm also in the front.
Who's in the back?
I finally fixed my hair, though, by the way, guys.
I'll stay in the back.
Who's that?
Oh, Oren, Corey.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right.
what do
I
you see?
have my own physical D20 that I use. Okay. All right. So you have the key, and you're on use it. Right.
Can't get the little menu in the top left to pop up like normal for my token on this. Do I have to drag it down? Is that why?
Oh, yeah. I think you need to have a token in the scene for those buttons to show up.
Okay. I could probably just do it from the sheet, right?
Yeah. And
I-
I gave you guys permissions to place tokens, your own tokens. But yeah, you can do it from the sheet.
Oops.
Oh no,
That wasn't.
I don't know if
that
you
wasn't
heard me,
it.
but
Sorry.
I'm doing my secret D20 roll for secret checks.
Oh, okay.
I have
that
my
works.
own.
Yeah, don't use mine then.
Okay, so you're the only person trying to enter the back.
I think so. I stayed around the front.
No, Carrick's trying to go around the back as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Carrick.
I think I was as well. I think.
With
Maybe
a
everyone
walking
tried
stealth of
Jamie.
-1.
Okay. All right. Well, he's So you enter through the back, and you see the little shop, and you see him. His back turned to you, trying to yell through the door. What do you do?
Oh, I can see him. I can see the kid at the
I'm
front
talking-
door or the shop door.
No, the back people.
I'm talking
Oh,
to the
okay.
back people. Yeah. So the people in the back, what do you do?
Right. Well, I guess Carrick will try to approach him to try to at least stop the kid from smashing anything. Try to grab him.
All right.
I want to stand at the back door to make sure he doesn't like run out.
Okay. Openly roll a stealth roll. Those in the back.
That's a hidden number.
Oh, okay. I can reveal. All right, and he's rolling initiative. And he's rolling a 15. So, Carrick, you get to act first. As he's turning around, he gasps and turns around. You get to do something.
Right, and I want to try to grab him.
Okay, give me a athletics check to grapple. Okay.
Ah.
All right, that was your second action. You first moved up to him, and he's squirming. He says, "Let me go! Let me go!" And he throws you off. You can make a second attempt, but it'll have a -5 penalty.
Right, I guess I'll try that. And as I'm
Glare at
turning-
him really hard.
and I'm going to just be yelling to, "That's enough, lad! No more of that!"
This is succeeds, and he says, "Let me go!" You hold on tight, and he's next, and he's going to try to do an escape action, which is his unarmed attack bonus of +9. And don't ask me why. Lower level creatures have high modifiers. It's part of the encounter balancing of this system. Your athletics bonus is what? Because that's the number he has to beat.
My athletics bonus is +7.
He fails, and he's going to try again. He's just squirming and trying to get out. He's failing again, and he
What is
makes 3
escape?
failed attempts.
Escape suffers from multiple attack penalty?
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay.
And those are all failures, and he starts to break down. He says, I don't know where he is. I don't know where my master is.
Alright, just calm down, kid, and we'll get some answers.
Oh, I have
Sorry.
I have a picture of him. I never showed you his picture.
I thought the kid just bucked up and said, "Oh, I've got a picture of my master here."
Me too.
Oh no. Have you found him? All right, this is him. He's and you hear the woman's the wizard. She's like, "Ah, finally." when she hears him break down. I told you that he's I don't know this that he broke in and well anyway she's just it's just relief she's expressing, let's say. So yeah, he's not fighting you anymore.
Alright, what's your name?
He's Eunice.
I'm Carrick. We're the local guard here.
Hi, Carrick.
Right. Deep breaths, count to 3. Explain to me what you last remember of your master and what you're doing here.
We came. He's still crying as he says this. We came. What is it? I need to get this. Do. Okay, we came here a couple weeks ago, and yes, 2 days ago, my master told me to meet him here. He was gonna go find. He was gonna go shopping, and he describes a place. And he said he was gonna try to get some reagents and some spells, and he was supposed to meet him at the dock, and he never showed up. And he also tells you that the woman is his master told him stories all the time about how villainous she was, and he was convinced she was responsible for his disappearance. And so he came in here trying to see if he was locked in the basement or if there was any evidence, but he couldn't find any. He hasn't found any yet, and he hopes you guys can take a look around here as well.
We'll take a look around, but...
He said he didn't want to harm anybody.
We'll take a look around, but you can't just break into places on a whim. You understand that, right?
My master told me she's a good liar. She would have just lied to you. I had to do it myself, and I know my master's he doesn't lie. So he's not agreeing with you, but anyway, you're grappling him. So
I'm gonna move the door out of the way, by the way, so the rest of the party can come in.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in the back door, and then I'm gonna remove the chair from the front door.
All right.
And then anybody wants to enter that way can.
All right, and the woman walks in through her front door, and he glares at her, and she says, "I don't even know you, boy." And then
can you tell?
She puts her reagents that she just bought on a table. You want some tea? She says.
No.
Yes.
But you probably know him.
You can sit down right there.
I'll make you some tea too, boy. I'm not your master's. I'm not a villain. She says. And she puts the cup in his hands, Eunice's hands, and he kind of stares at her. He's not accepting the tea.
What can you tell us about Kim and Ellis? To the lady.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait! Before we do that, do we know anything about him? Is there any exotic lore about random wizards that would be useful at all?
Very good question.
I was thinking we could, if we know something about him and ask her, and she tells us a different story, then that's at least
a good idea.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Okay.
And she says that he was that they were students in the same class. He wasn't particularly remarkable. He wasn't particularly dull either. And then she starts talking about her own accomplishments and how she was a top student. And he did seem to have an interest in me, however.
Is she exaggerating? Can't tell her.
She
She's
is
exaggerating her.
very arrogant and honest. Is how she strikes you.
Have you seen him lately? Have you seen him recently?
No.
And
Were you supposed to meet him 2 days ago?
No, as I said, I don't know him. I mean, I haven't known him since... I hardly even had a conversation with him, let's say that, when we went to the same school together. Maybe,
By interest, you mean he had a crush on you?
well, yeah, I used to look good in my day. I mean, she pats her hair.
Has he shown any interest recently at all? When's the last time you heard from him?
I have not heard from him. I mean, I see what you're saying, but I haven't had any anonymous anything. I mean, I just think, she looks at the boy. She says, "Your master. Someone else has your master, and I'm very, I feel badly for you, but I'm not the one. You need to, work with these good folk." She says, looking at you guys, and they have some resources, and they can maybe help you find your master. He softens a bit. He's not taking the tea though.
That's right, Eunice. Come with us. We'll get a missing persons report filed, and we'll get the word out. We'll find your master.
All right.
You said this was a one-level house. Is that right?
Yes.
And
He
so,
says-
just a quick look around. Is there any, just anything on the, any like doors on the floor or something like that? Or is there anything out of the ordinary, like other rooms that aren't immediately
Yeah, there is a basement that is it's locked. And Eunice says, "Yeah, look in there. Yeah."
You
They'll
shut up.
probably calm the kid down. So, no, what's the woman's name? We never caught the woman's name.
It's
Marin Proferis.
Marin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Marin, may we go down into the basement just for the sake of this boy?
She says, "Well, it's not you don't have a warrant, but just to make sure, get you off my tail, I don't
Well,
wanna
I'll
have
just
a
look at
fire
her
on
and
understand
me."
that.
Hey, I'll just look at her and say, we don't really need a warrant. We got kind of probable cause because we got this guy breaking into your thing. Now we're looking around and see if there's...
Oh no, I studied legal lore at the Arcana Miriam.
Yeah, so did I.
That's not
And
probable
trust
cause.
me,
Tested
It's not probable-
check between
we
my
got it.
legal lore.
I have legal lore, and that's not probable.
We got it.
I have different legal lore,
Yeah,
Quanko.
well, your character's legal lore says it's not probable cause. However, she's giving consent, which allows you
Yeah.
to go down to the basement.
Thanks.
That's important.
All right, she's
And while they're checking out the basement, I'll start getting details about his master for the missing persons report.
okay. All right, you take some basic biographical information, get his appearance. He thin man, 5'9", not particularly detailed. He tells you about little birthmarks, the way he talks. So yeah, you're taking lots of notes. I assume you have writing implements on you. But yeah, you have helped with this situation, and you had a second complaint.
Oh, was there nothing in the...
Oh yeah,
In the
there's not.
basement?
I rolled, and you're not finding anything.
When we question the boy, I just
throwing-
want to make sure we get where the dude lives normally, Kemenellis, and then also like where
Visiting?
specifically they were going to meet in the docks. Whether-
Well, I'm more interested in figuring out what place that his master actually went shopping at. Because he could have disappeared there, right?
Well,
Yeah, and
Eunice
where
says he didn't tell him, just to meet him at this place, and he shows you the little the place that they were staying at, also, and including a lot of Kemenellis' belongings. He had brought a lot of clothing and wizard supplies, and he's just disappeared.
Where were they staying?
At this at one of the places in this part of the Precipice Quarter. It's called the Dewdrop Inn.
Like DEW drop in or do
Oh,
like
yeah.
DO?
DEW.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Is that actually in the book or did you make that up?
That name is great.
I'm just really curious because that's the Waltons TV show name of a tavern in there.
The Mountain Dewdrop Inn.
No, it was the Dewdrop Inn. It was where one of them played music there. That's funny.
Only so many cutesy fantasy names for taverns. He shared with us the accommodations, the Dewdrop Inn, and what else did he say there was?
Well, that they were shopping somewhere, but
He didn't give
Right.
us that at all.
So we just want to be, I guess, just kind of looking out for other places he could have been shopping at, for reagents and magic stores, I guess.
And Eunice said all of his stuff was gone. So the guy, like, not just he disappeared, but he and all of his.
No, his stuff was.
No, his stuff is left behind, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
at the room. Yeah.
So-
I'm awful good.
So-
Yeah.
It's
Ronald,
evident we
in
should
the
Yeah.
area
keep those things.
in the area that Eunice said that he lives in or stays in, Dewdrop Inn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious. Is there any way that I could find out or just take a guess of any criminal activity that is in that area or could be in that area?
You could go.
I actually have a skill. I actually have underworld lore as a skill. I was just curious.
Well, a lot of the Sure. What's your bonus?
+3.
Okay.
It's not very good, but
Yeah, your knowledge is limited, partly because the underworld elements would. A lot of them have waited for the actual start of the festival to case out the best places, the most distracted visitors and tourists. So there hasn't been much activity besides the occasional drunken brawl. You also know that Sergeant Allo would be keeping records of all incidents. Okay,
So
so
maybe,
okay.
maybe we have
I can
that
share
second
that.
report we have to go to, but on the way, that wasn't that one on the way to that Dewdrop Inn.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
like
It's right there, which could be on. We could go investigate the Dewdrop Inn afterwards, if that's something we want
Yeah,
to do.
that sounds like a plan to me.
Okay, that's good.
okay.
All right,
Well, as you're
so we're just letting the boy go and all that, right?
Yeah, she didn't want to.
Yeah.
She thinks it's okay for him to go. Well, as you're walking along, there are screams erupting to your right. It's a typical day on the job, right? There's an
No,
ex-
screams
Good.
take priority over investigation.
Yeah, I mean, what you heard was an argument between store owners. You know, that could be small fry, but yeah, apparently, you hear the cry goes out. Skeletons! You see workers fleeing an excavation project. It's actually right next to the hotel of Seven Plains. But it's
Okay.
here we are.
Skeleton.
That's the hotel with the Pratchett guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
an
it is.
excavation project that's outside. But
Okay.
these are not these skeletons are not interested in negotiation. And I think it's time to have a, no holds barred fight for our first session.
My token's on there twice, by the
Yeah,
way.
and mine's not on there. There's two Jenkos and no
that would
carrots.
explain why I thought. Anyway, who else is needed?
Carrot needs there.
Okay. All right. So let's Okay, I'm putting you in the initiative tracker.
That means we can click on the initiative tracker
Yeah.
too and click to roll our dice. Again, perception. This makes sense. I guess we're just running.
It is because we didn't really
Yeah.
say that we're trying to be quiet or whatever.
We're
Yeah,
diplomacying
perception.
our way to.
Okay,
What are these
Karak.
purple dudes?
Yep.
I feel bad about killing the exuberant guy.
Oh, geez. Sorry, hold on.
Who?
One of the skeletons is exuberant.
Oh.
Ooh.
Or the sensible one. That one should be just like this. This is not.
Well, the sensible skeleton guard should be open to diplomacy.
There's a module I'm using that puts an out random word. Okay,
Yeah, that seems
Karak
like
still
a good
needs to roll
module.
initiative.
Yep. All right.
The unholy one, though, he's the bad one.
Yeah, I'm feeling this.
Okay, all of the purple
Ouch.
rubble is difficult terrain, part of the excavation project. So it's gonna be an extra square of movement to enter it. And Kanku is first.
All right. I guess what I'll do is just start off with devising a stratagem.
Mm-hmm.
And part of that is to start with the ability to do known weakness, where I can
Recall knowledge.
I can
Uh-huh.
recall knowledge on these creatures.
Okay,
for
and I have
free.
all of your bonuses written down. Religion is usually good for undead.
Okay.
And let's see here.
+4.
Yeah, well, you know that these are skeleton guards and that they have resistance to physical damage except bludgeoning damage.
And so, and I can relay that to
Yeah.
everyone.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is a free action as part of his investigator. Because of a feat, his usual investigator devise a stratagem thing is it lets him, as a bonus, also recall knowledge.
So then I'll do the roll for the devise a stratagem, and I guess the way to do that is how in Boundary.
When you click
Under
your token
strikes?
on the upper left,
Under strikes.
yeah, under strikes, highlight investigating. No. Highlight devise a stratagem,
Okay.
and then now it's using your intelligence bonus, and click whatever weapon you're probably going to attack with.
Well, since I'll probably need to. Yeah. So I'll probably have to draw.
Let's
Yeah.
say everyone drew one weapon, one thing. You guys had nothing in your hands, and then, well, unless you have a shield, you can have a shield at all times.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
you raise a shield.
There's a macro in the compendiums. If you scroll down, it's under action macros,
Super.
and then you would find raise a shield and then drag it to your hotkey bar.
Got it. Very cool.
okay. So I'll roll with my sap, I guess, because that's the only bludgeoning item I have.
Well, you're not going to be attacking with it this turn, right? Because you're so far
Yeah, I
away
probably
from
won't be able to get close enough. Yeah. So I guess there's really, unless I use the bow, but that's not going to do any damage, most likely. But,
We could delay too.
yeah, I could. Well, the delay just puts me at the end of the round. Still doesn't change anything, does it?
Right.
Well,
Well,
I
you can
guess
make them. You
change
can make
that.
them.
You could
them
make
use
them
their
move,
action
yeah.
to us
But,
versus us.
once you start
But I've
your
already
turn,
done
though,
something. Yeah,
yeah.
I've already done something.
Oh yeah.
So there's no way I'm going to get up there.
Well,
I guess-
resistance subtracts some amount from the damage. You might still do some damage.
Okay, so with the short bow, then shoot a.
Okay, and we can say that
Plus
out. It has a 60-foot range increment, and so the exuberant one is within your first range increment.
Okay, so we'll target. I'll target that one.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? Actually, do not target it. Sorry, because it's going to tell you whether you hit, and you're not supposed to know.
Oh, okay.
Yet. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just do short bow +7 roll.
Okay. That's your first action. Do you want to now shoot at it?
Yeah, there's nothing better to do, so why not?
Okay. You hit. Roll damage. And you also roll, if that thing's still highlighted, the devise a stratagem.
Oh, gotta take it off.
That's no.
Or no.
Keep it on because it's going to add precision damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still on. So damage.
Yep, that's that precision damage added another die, and that's the investigator ability, and it is resistant to piercing, so subtracts 5 from that damage, and it had 4 hit points. You hit it right at the perfect spot. That was your second action.
And I will, with that, I'll probably move up.
All
see
right.
what is my I am at 25 feet. So I will move.
One of the passersby says, "Good show."
And I'll just move up here.
Oh, in fact, it's Henry.
And that ends me.
Yeah.
So I'm done.
All right. Okay.
What's Henry?
Yeah.
Ingrid's there?
Yeah. Okay, Jenko.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna move anyway because everything's far away. So let me see if I get this move right. I'm not penalized on. Oh, I guess it did. Okay. I'm gonna move to there. I don't know if you saw where
I see it.
Yeah, we can see how you.
And
drive
everybody,
your
you
path.
also can just use
right.
your arrow keys to move.
Sorry, I was. I just gonna move to there. All
But
right.
the
So now
math
here's
is
my question.
complicated, right?
Because they're 40 feet away at least, I believe. 50 feet. I believe I can do this, but I'm not exactly sure how. Can I basically prepare a spell? The 2-action spell?
No.
To when they move within range?
You're thinking of the ready action, which lets you spend 2 actions to ready something, but what you're readying has to be a single action.
Okay. All right. That's what I was. Okay. Well, shoot.
There are some 1-action spells, but they're not very common.
Yeah, I don't have those. So, and I don't really have anything. All right, then it's gonna be. Then I'm just gonna move again to there at the edge. You said we can just move our.
Where do you want to end up?
I just want to end up close enough that I can actually do something. And I want to make
do
sure.
something like.
Well,
like throw your dagger.
The best thing I can do is throw a dagger at him right now.
Okay,
So-
it's a 10-foot range increment. So let's start. You started here, right? I think.
Yeah,
If you want to get as close to
did.
them as you can, you could.
yeah. So it could be a straight line.
Yeah. it's a
I'm
straight
gonna
line.
have to move twice. So it's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
That'd be 50 right there, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's just. Why is it not? Okay, there we go.
All right.
There. Okay. All right.
So you could throw
And
a
then
dagger.
Correct, because I couldn't get close enough to do what I really wanted to do.
And
Do I need to? Oh, I need to target him, don't I?
yeah, and it's a 10-foot range increment, and in Pathfinder, every other diagonal's 10 feet. So this will have a -2 range penalty. And
Is it going to apply it automatically?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It did not apply it automatically because it's a little confused because there's this exception to melee attacks on the second diagonal. It counts as 10 feet. but that
That's
does
my
that,
13. That's a 13.
yeah, that's not hit.
Okay.
Go
I
zips
figured
past
that.
it. Karak. We have Karak is a
All right, so
fighter.
Dumpy fighter.
that's my movement, and then I can move to there, and then I will raise my shield.
You could have moved here because your first diagonal is only 5 feet.
Ah, all right.
Okay. Shield
All right.
raised. All right, the first skeleton guard is going to... They all have their scimitars out.
Yeah, this is why I didn't want it to happen, but
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Was Carrick up there by Jenko? Or
Oh,
no, he stopped short because he wanted to raise his shield.
That's as far as he can move.
Which is
because he only
smart.
has
oh,
20.
so it's 2 movements. You did 2 movements.
Yep,
Yep.
that's
Okay.
what he did.
Okay, with a rusty scimitar that looks almost completely corroded, swings at you.
I don't need.
That's a miss. And I think we'll swing one more time. No, attack now tries to rake you with its claw. Okay, those are
This is even
misses.
worse.
Kazar.
Ooh.
I really didn't want tetanus anyway, so from your rusty blade.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no, how do I disable the ruler? What have I done?
You got to
Oh.
click the token. The
You're in the
little
wrong mode.
target.
Upper left corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was doing the same thing. So
You want
Which
the
mode
select
do I want to be in?
tokens.
Oh, select.
select
Yeah.
token mode.
It's a little
Those
square.
tooltips have a nice delay. Okay, great. I had a question about like recall knowledge and what we learned from Gonku's
Mhm.
fancy investigator skills. Did we learn things about like
Yes.
resistances and stuff?
They resist
Yeah.
physical damage except for bludgeoning.
Don't they also get a +1 circumstance bonus because of the known weakness?
I think that's when you critically succeed.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
No.
Okay. I'm going to cast fancy pants. I'm gonna cast Daze on that skeleton. Oh, you know what? Wait, I think I'll cast Daze on that skeleton.
All right. Do you want me to give say something, or do you want to learn things on your own?
If it's go for it. If
It's
out of
going to be a
game,
mistake in retrospect, is what I'm saying.
Okay, shoot.
Okay. Well, it has the mindless trait. Skeleton. The skeleton
okay.
guard. Yeah. I mean, it's up to you if you want to like learn it and be part of the story, or not.
I guess I feel like I would be like not that terrible at wizarding, but I guess you don't fight skeletons that much. Interesting. Yeah, no, I was thinking they would probably have terrible will because they're skeletons. But
Yeah.
if they have literally no will, then I guess I cannot daze them.
You could
Okay.
try something else if you'd like.
I could try to daze them.
Oh, I didn't even
immediately.
think about that. So because of
No.
game terms, because there's some kind of mental trait or something on the spell.
Yeah, the
and they're
daze
kinda
spell
immune
has the
to it?
mental trait on it.
Oh, and they're immune to it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They're lacking the proper type to be targeted.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. Interesting. I'm gonna move then.
But it
Jeez,
lets you target it and waste your spells, so that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that'd
That's
be
a
fun.
cantrip, but it's a cantrip, right?
It is. Yeah. So it would
I
just
do
be
that
with-
to my players anyway. So
Yeah. Well, we know that
Are you
you're a
taking it
cool,
back,
cool
or
man.
is it just going to be another lesson from practice from the streets?
No. I'll take it back so this doesn't take 1,000 years.
Okay.
Jeez, they're all gonna move forward, right? Okay, hold on. Let me move back here. 1, 2. Can I undo movements that I did?
Oh, don't worry about it.
he let me do it. So
There should
So
be
this
an
is-
easy way to make it stop counting or reset, but I don't think there is.
you can hold control and click each square individually, and it'll show your path. And what's kind of neat, though, or what isn't neat, is there's no way for me to tell. Oh, there's no way for me to tell my token once I do that to follow that path. That would be cool, actually.
Okay.
Roll20 can do it, but I didn't know if this could do it. This is better than Roll20 as far as I can tell.
I think I'm just going to move here and then cast Shield.
Okay. All
Which
right. I
gives
see
me
you're making
spell
a
effective
cautious
shield.
advance.
Can I apply that to myself somehow?
Yeah. Spell effect shield. You can drag it onto your token.
Okay,
Hey,
right, from the cast.
So,
Boop.
just from a rules thing, so he's got the shield up behind this guy with a shield.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's also giving him some cover, too, right?
Lesser cover, but lesser
Correct,
cover is
correct.
a +1 circumstance bonus to AC. Circumstance bonus is the same type as what shield gives.
Shield gives you. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it don't stack. Okay, got
Yeah.
that.
Is
But
Take
this
cover
also
the
helps.
same type?
Take cover is if you actually have actual cover or better, not lesser cover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But if he has his shield, see, I misunderstood that. So he couldn't take cover. He couldn't use the take cover action to stay behind this guy's shield that's in front of him, who's got it up.
Right. The tower shield is doing what you're thinking, though. The tower shield does.
So he doesn't have tower shield. I got you.
I could have moved adjacent to this wall and taken cover, though, right? Because as long as you're adjacent to a wall, you can take cover.
Yeah, but I think of no, because if you have cover relative to who you're trying to, like,
Well, then you already have cover, but isn't the action like it basically provides
No.
cover?
if you already have cover, the take cover increases your bonus to AC.
So if I was standing here at this corner, I would have +1, right?
Plus
Because
2.
it's lesser. +2, and then if I decided to take cover, that would increase it.
Yeah, and that would be
Is that what you're
actual
saying?
cover, not lesser cover. Yeah, lesser cover
Okay,
is for a
all right.
creature in the way.
Okay.
This +2 would be
Okay.
if you take cover, it would become a +4. To
I
AC.
guess there's just the question about the interpretation of the writing of are near a feature that allows you to take cover.
Yeah, and I think it makes sense that in the case of a wall, and I don't know if you were looking at the wall or the bush, but in the case of
The wall.
yeah, then it has to interpose itself between yourself
Gotcha.
and who you're taking cover from,
Okay.
so that they can walk around the cover too, and that works
Right. Okay.
both ways.
If I'm standing, just to be annoying and ask a million questions,
No, this is fine.
that token collides with at least one wall. If I'm here,
Uh-huh.
I can't see anyone and can't affect anyone.
According
But
to
if I'm-
Foundry, but
Okay.
But you could peek around the corner, right? Do
Yeah.
your thing and stay
Yeah, that's
back,
my
right?
question.
there's an action to lean to lean
Oh,
around
that's
the
neat.
corner.
I didn't realize
However,
that.
you can still fire at the skeletons from here. That's how most GMs would do it, but the skeleton would have cover against you.
Yes.
A lot of GMs don't apply that rule though, and this is only the reason this is true is because there's this paragraph not everybody reads that says, "Oh, you could be behind a corner or behind a wall, no, behind a corner specifically, and if you want to fire, you should take an action to lean out." So the way I interpret it is that if you don't lean out, the target has cover. You're kind of being, more careful,
So, yeah, I would. It's logical. I would do the same thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, that's the same reading as if you were here and then you use the take cover action to sort of take cover
Yeah.
behind its corner, right?
that's what I was curious of, because it says you have to be near it, like adjacent to it. So could you be where Kazar is now and take cover to the square to the left without actually moving to that square? Like you're just kind of.
Some GMs might allow that, but I won't.
I'm just curious. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the addition we don't name, we could actually move out here, shoot, and move back. But that's the same. It would be fine.
I know Kazar. Oh, okay, it's my turn. Sadly, I can't get close enough for an electric arc.
Ah.
I'm gonna move here with two
Uh-huh.
actions, and my final action, I'm gonna focus point. I'm gonna cast Soul Siphon. I don't even know if this type of damage works. So you see some little wave of a black kind of shadowy
All right.
tendrils go from a skeleton
Yeah.
into the skull tattoo. Does it not go
hold on,
off?
sorry, I gotta stop you. Negative damage only affects the living.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that. I know there was negative healing, so gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I would know that. I'm assuming. Okay.
Yeah.
Does this heal them, or would it not?
I'm not going to do it now because it won't. It does
Okay.
give me temper HP. That doesn't have a duration either. Just
This
lasts.
is gonna hurt. Oh my
But-
lord.
But in that case, I'm just going to do. I'm going to cast Guidance on Jenko.
Okay.
Oh, does it? That's for a skill or an attack roll.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
I can't add it. I can't add it to my armor class, can I?
No, no. And
so you dumbass, you shouldn't have gone up there up by yourself.
some what is it? What was I gonna say? Oh, you gotta say when you're gonna use it. It applies to one roll that you declare beforehand. Okay. So, Paranoid Skeleton Guard, after seeing the other skeleton get one shot, instinctively takes out a short bow with its first action. And it's going to fire at that offending archer.
He's not so mindless then.
Well, it's kind of instinctual, except that was a really bad roll. Extremely bad roll. How did that happen? Oh, range penalty -10? That's not correct. This is a short bow. Okay. The range increment's not programmed correctly. But anyway, that's still a miss. It's going to shoot again and ignore the range penalty. I'm rolling terribly. Okay. Sensible's going to do the same. Okay, the second one is actually going to hit. That is in reality a total of 20. And your AC was 17. So here's an arrow. For 5 piercing damage to the bird.
Ouch.
Unholy Skeleton Guard with its scimitar out. Some strides here. And is going to swing at Jenko. Oh, that is a natural 20. And it's going to do critical damage. We double the flat bonus too. That's 11. No. All right.
Ooh. Ouch.
A big across the chest diagonal slice. And here comes the other one. The next one misses by 1. And Konku.
Ouch.
All right. So I guess again, do a devised stratagem. And
against which one?
I guess I could do the recall knowledge again to try and get a crit. Well, the DC goes up, doesn't it? If I try and do recall knowledge again.
I don't like that roll.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So do a recall knowledge to try and get a critical because that could give everyone a circumstance bonus if I succeed on that.
Okay. Well, you learn that that
do I roll
also
something?
that positive
Oh,
damage
you roll.
also bypass. Yes, I do. The positive damage also bypasses its resistance. Well, actually, you learn that by studying it that it's their quickness and agility tell you that its best save is reflexes.
Okay. Okay, and then I'll do a devised stratagem roll with my short bow. And when nobody's targeted. And that's an 18, so I'm definitely going to shoot at probably the bow guys.
Okay, sensible or paranoid?
Let's go with sensible, because he's the one that hit me, I think.
It's personal.
Yeah, it's personal. So I'll go against him.
All right. And that is a hit, indeed.
All right, I'll roll damage.
Okay, thank you, Precision. That made it... we subtract 5, so it takes 3 damage and is near death. I think you can see the state of their health if you hover over them.
Oh yes, near death.
And so that was 2 actions there, and then I will do a regular roll at the with not devised stratagem against, I guess, the same guy.
Yeah.
The sensible guard. So here I would target him and then roll at a +1.
Yep. Okay, that doesn't hit. Okay,
And I'm done.
Well, we're gonna find out if they got something to hit me with. So,
You're a rogue,
I-
right? May I suggest that you delay so that because you're not going to be able to feint them because they don't have minds. Feint is a mental action. If you want to get sneak attack damage, is what I'm saying.
I'm not worried about sneak attack. I'm worried about not getting hit again
Oh,
for
that's valid.
11 points of damage. So, yeah, I'm not worried about sneak attack damage. I knew I wouldn't get it on this. But I am gonna move. So 1, 2. I think that's one move, all of it. If that's the case, the next thing I'm gonna do,
There's some undead that with minds, Mark.
this guy right here,
Yeah.
I just targeted him. There should be a rock on the ground or something, so we're gonna telekinetic projectile him.
Yeah, though I want you to, if you want to avoid a lesser cover against you, you should move. You should not have any creatures between you and it. Okay.
Remember, you have guidance too. You can call it ahead of time.
Oh yeah,
Oh, every +1 matters.
yeah. Let's use it.
Yep, just roll it and we'll add 1. Don't worry about making Foundry reflect it. Okay, and what did you throw at it?
A rock or whatever was laying on the ground. It could
Okay.
be unattended. I mean, I could have dropped a card and threw it and done the same thing.
That's a hit.
And if you say I can do something with the damage, was it shift and?
I don't know what you. Oh,
I don't remember.
You can modify an attack roll on the fly by a check on the fly by holding shift. Checks are the
I got
D20
you.
rolls.
It's all right. We'll just do.
Yeah,
And there's no bonuses here, right?
there is. You get to add your whichever ability score you set as your
charisma.
key. Okay.
So it's a status. Would it be a circumstance? I don't know.
No, just a bonus, untyped. So click the damage button. It's gonna
I
calculate it
did.
for you.
I did, but my
Oh.
point is, does it add the bonus in there at all?
I don't see.
That's what I was getting at.
Wh-
I haven't rolled it yet. I got a window that popped up. I don't like this system, by the way.
Oh,
I added an extra 3 in there. Okay, so it adds it automatically. So it's really 5.
yeah. Did you?
I did.
If you
I
don't,
added an extra number.
if you don't want those pop-ups to happen, there's a way to prevent that.
Okay, So he takes 5 bludgeoning, right?
Yes,
Yes.
5 bludgeoning, and it is a destroyed skeleton.
And then how do I change that? I'm done with my turn. So.
Under the settings, go to player settings.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. So in case anybody didn't notice, he just walked away from them. Creatures don't have opportunity attacks by default. Okay, Karak.
All right. I'm going to walk up over here, and I'm going to use my sap at a -2 penalty to do lethal damage with it.
I see. Wait. Have you played Pathfinder 1E?
I did. I have, yes.
Undead are not immune to non-lethal.
They are not immune to non-lethal.
Yeah, they're not. So you don't need to do
All right.
that. Yeah.
All right,
Hit 'em
then.
with the stick.
In that case, yeah, I'm going to hit him with the billy club.
Yep.
Can you move 1 square further before you do that, pretty please?
Yes, he can, even though the die roll happened. Yes.
All right, thank you.
By the grace
That
of
is a
DM.
hit. Sometimes. 8
All right,
damage.
that's-
1 shots. All right. Destroyed.
And with my last action, I'm going to raise his shield.
Nice. Okay, Khazar.
One more time, you can't. You took it off yourself with it. With
Oh.
the press.
Oops, there we go.
Okay. Oh yeah,
right,
because
so my-
you have to get rid of the expired one, which is annoying.
All right, I'll keep better eye on that.
I'm gonna move, and then I want to cast Call of the Grave, which is a line effect. Oh my god! Right,
Can you put it in the chat?
30. Probably because of the magic of dragging things. Did
I
I
think
do it?
there's something you can click that will make it think you cast it.
Yeah, I can just click on it.
Is this a cantrip? Oh, it's your focus
It is
spell.
a focus point spell. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, range 30 feet. Targets one. That doesn't sound right. Am I right? Am I wrong? Is it one
Targets
person?
one living creature.
That's not the spell I wanted.
Oh no. Wait.
The single.
No.
It doesn't say living.
It
Oh,
does.
I'm reading the bottom underneath where it says attack and map. It says targets one living creature.
Sure does. I just saw that too.
Oh, it's not in
Fire ray of
Foundry.
thickening energy. Blah blah blah.
Oh, yep, it does.
Yep, set targets one living creature. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense for the
Like
name. Yeah,
It
yeah.
does. I was wondering about that because I was like, wait, can skeletons be sickened? This is not like they're puking up their non-skeleton juice. Oh, this is literally
out of
the worst.
This is the worst
exposed
fight
ribs.
for Mark.
Yeah, I have chill touch, which is the only thing I think. No, I literally have no damage spells because I have Call of the Grave, which is targets living
You can
creatures.
punch
remove
things.
potentials.
They do
Which does
1d4
negative damage.
1d4 bludgeoning damage to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Literally, that might be your best attack.
That's what Ronald's AD&D crew wizard's going to do when he runs out of his spell.
That's 20. Oh my god, I can't. Oh,
Walk up and hit it with a quarterstaff.
Oh no, that's
I can't
difficult
actually
terrain.
make it there. Yeah. 2, 3. No, it doesn't work. I can't make it into range.
Do a little dance.
Yeah. You know what? No, wait, they're mindless. I was like, I'll demoralize them. That doesn't work.
You could
Aid?
If you're looking for something to do, you could aid. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna aid by throwing rubble at them. That's my plan.
I'm giving an attack roll to aid. Okay, you've readied that. Though I think you had one more action. It's only one action to prepare to aid.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I can throw down another shield,
Okay.
or I can just raise my actual shield.
Okay, that's good.
Controlled actor does not have item ID. Whatever.
Oh wait, you don't have. Wait, is your character supposed to have a shield?
He does have a shield.
That is
equipped?
Is it? Maybe it's not equipped. Oh, it is equipped.
And
Sorry, I gotta use the
macro.
bathroom. I think because it says your shield. It thinks your shield's destroyed. It had 0 hit points. Okay,
Oh.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, put your hit points in on there for your shield.
Broken shield HP 20. I don't. That feels correct. No. This is a hilarious encounter for me.
All right, those are both within 30 feet. Their best save is reflex, according to our investigator, but that's the only thing I can do. That'll hit.
I wonder how to reference this item. Does anyone else have a shield with the raised shield working?
Only once. I do.
I have a shield. Yeah.
And it worked to
You have
raise
to.
it.
Do you actually have to? You don't have to actually do it like you do ammunition with a ranged weapon, do you?
No, do you have your shield worn in your inventory?
I do.
Is it still giving the error?
Yeah. I wonder if
Or
it's
do you
just-
have your token selected? I kept doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, I did electric arc on the 2 remaining skeletons. Wrong.
Okay, I was able to raise the shield. Maybe it's just sometimes my players have to reload or refresh their screen. I don't know, but it worked for me. I was able to make your shield rise.
No, that's on. That's on. Oral.
Oh, okay, that's why it worked.
Do you guys have wooden shields or steel shields?
Okay, we're trying to make it work on Khazar, right?
Yeah. I've got a steel shield in my inventory. It's worn. It's listed in my.
Okay, I made it. I raised it. I think there's just. It's a bug.
Hey, you sure did. Okay.
Okay, Corey is next.
Maybe I should have selected a shield that doesn't do negative damage.
I moved and I'm doing electric arc on the 2 remaining skeletons.
Yep, they're in 30 feet.
So jealous that you have a spell that works.
I took a feat so I could have a damage spell.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just wouldn't even have a damaging cantrip as this class.
Another spell you need to learn.
Yeah, I guess so. Do you have a spell book, by the way,
Wait.
buddy?
Did you hurt them?
I
at all?
don't. Oh well, they need to make saves.
Oh, you rolled damage already. I didn't know you did. Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry.
They both fail. That's 5 damage to both of them, and too bad that they resist electricity 5.
No.
Oh.
Just kidding. I'm gonna. Same boat.
This lightning
They're just
goes all
grinning
over
at
their
you,
body and nothing happens.
and they're
Right.
gonna shoot at Corey. Well, one of them will shoot at Corey.
Their
The
bones
other
get
will
a
shoot
little
at
blackened.
Karak.
Feel shame as a minor action.
This one has the wrong range increment. I'm gonna be annoyed by it. Hold on. Now I'll do that later. Okay.
Don't do it.
Ignore the range increment. That's an 18. That hits you.
It does.
2 damage, 2 piercing, and second and third shots. They're just gonna keep firing. That misses. Wait, that was a 17 that hit. The second shot hit.
The second shot. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, this one hit closer.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's all the grunts. Let's make this stream visceral. Sensible.
Yes.
Skeleton guard is going to fire at Karak. That's a critical hit. My dice rolls have been really good. And bows have the
Use your
deadly
shield
D10 trait.
reaction.
Yeah, you can do shield block. Oh, that. Wait, that's not.
I will shield.
Hold on.
That didn't add the D10.
It did not. So I'm adding it. 8 damage.
I will shield block that.
Good. And yes. So I guess we'll do it manually since I don't have an 8 result. There's a way to do it automatically where it damages you and damages your shield, which is really nice. But we can't really do that right now. So I'm gonna lower your shield hit points by 3, and your hit points by 3.
All right.
And then it got that with a natural 20, and it's gonna fire again. Miss. That's gonna be a regular. Wait. Wait, what's going on? Okay, that's a -2. So that's really a natural 20 with a -4 attack bonus. Would a 16 hit you? It would not.
Nope, I have AC 20.
So the natural
It's a
20
regular hit.
raises it to a regular hit. Yep. Yeah, that's 1 damage. Wow, that.
You know, I'm pretty all right. Only taking 4 points of damage from that from
Wow.
2 natural 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A barrage of.
Well, I think I like the idea that that natural 20 and you still got hit even though the arm it missed you.
Yeah.
So that's
And it wasn't a
kinda
crit.
neat.
And it was not a crit, too.
right.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, things are pretty calibrated in Pathfinder. Okay, Konku.
All right, devise a stratagem again, and I'm gonna go ahead
Okay.
and
You
roll
can
that.
go ahead and target it. I think you kind of know what its AC is now.
Yeah, kind of. So I'll go ahead and target the paranoid. Well, I don't know if I'll actually attack him though, just in case the roll's bad.
Can I throw a rock to help?
Oh, wait, you know what? You're right. Maybe you don't want
Yeah.
to...
But this will hit.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and strike the paranoid skeleton guard.
That's a cool thing about his ability. He can decide whether he's gonna actually use it by not attacking the target of devise a stratagem. Okay, roll damage. That's a hit. 5. Ooh, that's gonna be resisted.
Yeah. Okay. And then I will do a regular attack against the sensible,
Mm-hmm.
without the device on.
Okay, not a hit. Okay, Jenko.
Y'all haven't killed him yet? What the hell? All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Bastard. Gonna make me move. All right.
Is one of you Karn?
Is my guidance wrong or still going on, or is it gone?
It's gone. It only lasts one round.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. 3, 4, 5, and yes, I know I'm going to give him a +1. That's okay. All right, so right there, I'm just going to go ahead and cast the telekinetic projectile.
Okay.
There's got to be a rock laying around. I know I threw one at him earlier.
Yep. Same rock.
Cool.
Sure.
And then
Oh, that does. Oh wait,
that sucks.
I'm not remembering hero points, you guys. You guys all get a hero point, and I haven't awarded hero points. But
Oh, I do have a hero point that I
Yeah.
can use that to
you can
reroll,
use
can't
it.
I?
Yep. Right click
Sure.
the results, what you just rolled, and then there'll be an option to re-roll with a hero point.
Awesome.
Ah, that doesn't hit either. And
Can I
It's
help
all
with
right.
aid, or is that before he attacks?
you would need to say before someone attacks.
Did aid before the round before, right?
I prepared to aid, but
Oh, that's right. Okay,
failed to
gotcha.
Okay.
choose to aid it.
Yeah,
when
I'm
used.
done.
Okay, Karak.
I'm
All
satisfied.
right. I'm going to use my sudden charge, which lets me stride twice and attack once, and that'll bring me up
Yes.
to this guy.
All right, the fighter is closed in. It's only a
I'm
matter
aiding.
of time
Hey.
now. Oh wait, can
Who's
I
calling?
point out? Do you mind a little tip?
Sure, yep.
Because movement costs like if you kill this one right now, you'll have only one action left.
Right.
You won't be able to hit the
So
other.
if I moved here, I'd be able to attack both.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So I will make a swing.
That's that 14 does not hit.
All right. And what does aid do?
Wait, who was aiding you?
I'm aiding by throwing rocks.
Okay. He can give you a circumstance bonus. But if he does really badly, he'll give you a penalty.
Oh, all right.
What should I roll?
I'm gonna say roll an attack roll, and I'm gonna say versus its perception DC because it's like you're distracting it.
Just like a random d20.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
+1 to this roll. +1 circumstance to this roll.
So that'd be 15. Does that do it?
Oh no. It's usually before the attack, but we can apply it to this one, which is not going to be enough. 15.
Eric
All right.
rolled too fast. I blame him. Steve's
All right. I will spend my hero points. You always start with one at the beginning of session. You lose them all at the end of session, right?
Yes. So everybody,
Yep.
there's
Okay.
no.
So I will use my reroll then.
Okay. And the +1 bonus still applies. Ah, that is enough. 15 makes it 16.
All right. So 8 points of damage.
So the aid, the skeleton turns around. Is like, what's that? 8 damage, and you are doing bludgeoning. Oh, it's dead. Totally destroyed.
best wizard.
And then I will take my multiple attack penalty and
Yep.
swing again.
Okay, there we go. That's another hit. He's got that fighter accuracy and also
For
sudden
9
charge.
point-
That destroys it. And sudden charge was able to let you position where you were.
Yep.
You have destroyed the guards, and the workers here are all thanking you and saying, "Yay, Edgewatch! We had heard that we're used to the guards in the other places. You guys were pretty quick there in arriving, and anyway, they're telling you that there's a sudden collapse in the rock as they were digging, and there's just empty I don't know what you call it, an empty room
Cairn
beneath.
chamber.
Yeah, leading to and there's a little tunnel leading away from it to some other part of the Undercity.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jico's gonna collapse to the ground and say, "Man," just bleed on the ground a little bit.
Yeah, and also, Sergeant also told you that you can, if you ever get injured, you can go back there for some, treat wounds, some medical treatment.
But
I can try and treat
so
wounds.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm getting at if there's so we should investigate that opening, correct?
So the opening's still there? It collapsed, or
Yeah, though, in general, you may want to report that first and let the... It's beyond your jurisdiction, let's say.
All right.
Yeah.
okay.
Before we leave, I address the workers. Is anyone hurt?
Um,
Jico's like,
no. The person who had uncovered the skeletons is, a little shaken. We'll give him the day off. We'll give him the day off. We're all right. He's just a little got hit in the nerves, and he gets a big clap on the back.
Nice. Jenko, you all right?
no, I'm hurt.
All right. Should we have our first medicine check?
Or if we have to go back to the play, we can go back to.
Or do you want to go...
the sergeant? We can get
Well,
medical aid there.
It'd probably be better to stay on around. There's that other thing that I don't know if you want to delay
Yeah.
to go
Oh,
check
that's
that
right.
out.
Yeah, hopefully it's not going to be another invasion of, Rise of the Living
So-
Dead situation there.
Hit me.
What's your
All
what's
right.
your bonus, Jamie? I'm a +4.
I am a. Let me see. What am I?
You all are better than I am. So
My healing. I'm a +4 to medicine.
Okay. So if you want, if you do him, I could do myself, maybe.
Yeah, that's fine. So
Okay.
I'll go ahead.
So, since I'm learning voices, say who you are and who you're trying to heal.
Oren's doing
So-
himself.
Okay.
And Konku's doing Jenko.
Okay.
Nope.
Uh,
Oh wait. Never
Oren
mind. I did.
succeeds, and for treat wounds, when you click your token, go under utility and use treat wounds there. That's it automates it, which is nice.
I had a macro.
Oh, nicer. I'm gonna wait. Oren McGraw. These tokens have old names, don't they?
Raw.
Yeah.
That's my name. Oh wait, I have to say Corey. Oh.
Yeah. Okay,
Weird.
that's
Weird.
gonna be
Yeah.
7.
Okay.
Okay.
And so I'll do the same utility treat wounds.
And just
Yeah.
to clarify, not that I could extend it up to an hour to double that healing if I
You
wanted
could.
to, right?
You could.
Okay, I kind of want to see how Janko's roll goes first to see if we're waiting anyways or not.
And this is a DC 15 or for the treat
Yes.
wounds.
Yes. You haven't unlocked the higher ones yet. Ah, nice. Hey, medicine worked out for this group for its first time.
Damn,
That's 11 healing.
that
Wait,
gives
what-
me everything back.
Yes.
So,
Very powerful medicine is. Okay, I think it's time that we
Nice.
wrap up. Thoughts, requests, things you liked most, things that you think can be better. What do you think?
wait a minute. Is
We're going 3
Is
hours
little buddy-
today for this. What?
yeah.
Sorry.
Is Konku injured?
Yeah, I'm a little injured.
I can
Yeah.
I can treat wounds on
Well, I
him
can
real
treat
quick.
myself too. I can also do it as well.
You're better than I am, but I can do it. So
Yeah. If you fail, then you become the target becomes immune to treat wounds for an hour, no
Gotcha.
matter what
Yeah.
the result is. So sometimes you want to wait. Okay.
Cool.
I'll just go ahead and roll mine real quick and see if I heal myself.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Damn.
That's you know what would help me? For the future, put your character name after your nickname in Discord. Yeah, that would help.
Okay.
But Chem Mentat Konku healed 3. Okay, so yeah. Thoughts about the session? Let me know what you think.
I saw from this last fight, and with Kazar and I both not really having a ton that would kind of go around the weakness. It makes me think, oh, this is going to be a much more complicated down the road. So we're going to have to make sure we kind of build our characters pretty diversely to make sure we can handle all sorts of different resistances and weaknesses and not be caught in that situation. Because that's like, if 2/3 of the party, let's say, can't really hurt
Fight
something,
undead.
that could be like the TPK situation, you know?
Yeah.
But what are the chances that we'll face a lot of enemies with the undead subtype in Pathfinder?
Yeah.
In general, that's true, but you also just had one of those monsters that just had a lot of resistances.
Yeah.
Because what did you have? You had electricity, you had bludgeoning, you had something good against the living. I mean,
It's not the worst.
Those are all different from each other, so I wouldn't stress.
Right, for sure.
I wouldn't say you are like behind right now.
I don't think I am either, but I could imagine, there may be lots of creatures with lots of different types of resistances. And
Yeah, and also the importance
more
of recall
diversity.
knowledge, because there's going to be more... because in 5e, what you find a lot is they have resistance to all bludgeoning and piercing that is non-magical. And
Right.
But you're going to find a lot more that, they have... This ooze has... resistance to bludgeoning and piercing only. You're gonna find that, and things are a little more it's more incentivized to find
And these
information.
skeletons were immune to precision damage, correct?
They were not.
Oh, they were not.
Yeah, they're not.
But sneak attack damage doesn't work against them, right?
That's precision damage, so that would have affected them
it
too.
would've.
The investigators extra damage was precision damage. Who would not be affected by precision damage would be oozes,
Yeah. Okay.
some constructs, maybe some. Yeah. Okay. Anything
Okay.
else?
No, I had fun. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Anything that you any requests for next time, or any favorite part? Just trying to sense what your preferences are.
I liked ranting about the academy, the tavern.
And other
I think
impressions on the system too. Whatever you like to say.
I
think
liked
the first session was a good balance. It just takes a little bit for things to kind of get going, but I think it's kind of ended up pretty well by the end.
Yeah.
All got going real good.
Yeah.
System. I see a lot more depth in it. Like I could have, I'm looking at like the initiative tracker. I think, what I could have asked Karak to delay so I could guidance before his last hit to make sure he kills a skeleton, or we can time it with age. There's a lot more potential for teamwork. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the action economy is it's going to take a little bit of getting used to from what I'm used to, but it seems really fun and modular so far.
Okay. Good. We've only scratched the surface.
A lot more depth. Not more depth at level 1. I'm not just doing one thing only.
So
Yeah.
Karax, you've never played earlier editions?
I mostly play Pathfinder First Edition.
Right. So you still had not 3 solid actions, but you could exchange certain actions for other things. You could always go down. You could never go up. Right.
Right.
So
Yeah.
But I got you. So this is a little bit more flexibility than that. But
I didn't do it to not advance my curse, but I had this spell. Kind of cool.
But I think I like. I mean, I like it.
Invigorates you.
So,
Does it double against the
yes.
dead?
How exciting.
How invigorating.
Yeah, I have a question for the team. Do you guys mind if I fiddle with my spell selection and stuff to broaden that a little bit? Because I realize I have like 4 or 5 spells that target only living creatures, either via negative energy or
it'd be him.
by being sick.
It'd be Ronald. I don't care what you.
Well, I think that we will chalk up to your character learning. You're still
Okay,
in this
I'm fine
day
with
one.
that.
Yeah. But if you're
I'll
raising
be-
it to the
I'll
party,
be-
yeah, I mean, what does the party think
So are you the magus or are you the eidolon or the summoner?
for future days?
No, I'm just a wizard.
Oh, you're just a wizard. Well, that's the cool thing about the wizard, right? You can always find a spell, and you can always add it in your spell book. You just got to
Yeah.
take the time to do it. So
Yeah, that will give me like a little side quest to go and harass Amelia and be like,
Yeah.
teach me to throw fireballs
Right.
out of your hands.
Oh, we got some XP for that fight too, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
Hey, and I can bring it up next time, but while we're out running around, Jico's going to look for a bow staff to buy. so,
Oh, okay.
so.
Yeah,
Wait,
you have a
and
little more
it-
gold now.
Oh no!
Exotic
Or the
worldwide
scarf.
festival?
The scarf. The actual bladed scarf. That's what he'll look for.
Mm-hmm.
But is it cold enough for a bladed scarf?
Don't need a blit. Hey, who cares? It's going to look cool on my character. So
You leveled up a bunch of random NPCs or something.
I did, because those are previous characters I've GM'd.
Gotcha.
Wait, how did you know that? Was that in the chat?
It's in the chat.
Oh.
Tolonk the Finder and Vajra leveled up.
Yeah, you can see there's a whole cast.
Sweet pea.
Yeah, sweet pea. Yeah,
That's
I've had
funny.
I had one group that just kept changing members.
And we are 1,200 experience, right? That's where for the next level.
Yeah, and I don't quite know. I'm only starting to look at that big Absalom book. I might walk back on that. I know your preference is to have a little more side quests and stuff.
Okay. That's fine.
But I'm not sure. I got to see what material I could work with. I'm looking more at the book.
I upped mine anyway right now, so I put it at 1,200.
Mm-hmm.
You can adjust that. So if you need to walk it
For
back,
now,
let me know and I'll adjust
I've
it
not
down.
decided
So,
yet.
Okay. So,
Is there any
but
strong
no, it was
feeling
good.
about that, like wanting to stick to it and having a little more, a small amount of homebrew material derived from the Absalom book that I would come up with?
Yeah, that's fine.
That would.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I'm okay with it.
Well,
If you're
that's the
okay
current
with it.
decision,
you-
but I'm
Yeah,
asking
if you
there's
can't think of some, if you can't find something to do, don't feel forced to put something in.
Right.
Got it. Well, I might be inspired though. There are some things that happened today that kind of might be seen
so
for future.
If you think of something that you think is great, throw it in. If you can't really think of anything, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely want to have the flexibility to like pursue a wacky side quest because someone's like, "That's my dad" or whatever.
Also, Ronald, whatever I say on stream as Jinko or on during the session, if it counteracts what I actually have written, go with what's written because there's a reason for all of that. So,
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Characters literally made out of lies.
Anything else? Okay.
It was a good first session. Exciting times.
Yeah, I had
Thanks
fun.
for running
Yeah.
it.
Just
Had
getting
fun.
started.
Okay,
See you guys in
good.
2 weeks.
All right. Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you all. See
good.
you
All
next
right.
time.
Yep.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
See you next.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah.
2 weeks. All right.
Okay. Bye.